August, the only straight month of the entire year, comes to an end. Thus, we are already in month 9. Just about. We got 2 more days left. Month 9 out of 12 for 2024. Doesn't really feel like it, but it's already fucking over, chat. It's already fucking over. If you are listening and you're on Rumble or Kick, your chat messages will not appear because in the last 2 days, Kick has edited their page so that script injections are blocked. They did not have this before, but now they do, specifically to fuck with me. So I have to find out a way around it. I assume that the only way that I'm going to be able to continue to develop this Sneed Nexus thing is that I'm going to have to create like a proper browser plugin that can just edit CSP rules and shit on the fucking fly, because how the fuck else am I going to do this? The Facebook integration in particular is just like the most nightmarish shit I've ever had to work with. They really do not want you to use script injections to read chat messages on their system. So, yeah, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to figure out how to just write like a browser plugin. If you know how to do that and you know how to edit CSP rules and shit, please look at the Git repository for Sneed. It's just called Stream Nexus on GitHub. I'm the author. Oh, that's wrong. I didn't mean to intro the episode like that. I meant to do it like this. As is my... That was not my official intro segment. I just scream in pain like low tax. Okay. Today is the stream after the official 10th anniversary of GamerGate, which I believe everyone agreed started on August 28th. So a couple things have happened since last stream. In particular, DSP did an interview with Keemstar, and Ralph did an interview with Milo Yiannopoulos and Sargon. He only had Milo scheduled to show up, but Milo apparently has some real serious fucking dirt on Sargon, and Sargon was compelled to show up for like this ritual humiliation by being on the kill stream. But we'll get to that in a second. As you know, chat, we start the stream off with our best content, which is the news segment, which requires a news hamster, of course. Let's start with this. The pirate streaming giants Fbox, Anywave, Zorox TV, and others are dead in a major collapse. So F Movies was closed. A bunch of them have gone down. The fucking copyright lobby is just like trying to like there's so much money in the industry of like forcing people to pay for shit forever and ever. Like, you want to see this old movie from the 1960s, you got to pay up. It's like what year were the Beatles? The Beatles were like the 60s and 70s, right? Dude, if you play a Beatles song in your stream, you will get shut down so fucking fast. It's unreal. I made a mistake of it was the Emily stream. In the Emily stream, at some point, she samples Happiness is a Warm Gun by the Beatles. And that stream is like, in that her original, like, episode 2 of Alfred's Playhouse is like impossible to find on YouTube, simply because of that song. Like, you have to mute it or the copyright clowns can fucking come after you really hard, even though it's like the most transformative possible use of any music, especially because she used such a small sample. But it doesn't matter, it's a Beatles song. Similarly, don't you dare fucking sample MJ. God fucking forbid you sample MJ. MJ's been dead for 15 fucking years, but Warner Brothers still owns his soul, and will for the next 90, so... It's just crazy. It's so fucking contemptible. I really hate copyright. I hate, like, it's so obvious. Like, the Constitution specifically says that Congress has the ability for limited times to secure copyrights and patents for a specific purpose, for the advancement of technology and creativity. And copyright in its current form is the antithesis of that. It is a detriment to creativity and to creation. Basically what I'm saying, it's morally justifiable to download absolutely every piece of media that's ever been created for free without compensation to anyone. because fuck them. I want to read all this, but they wrote their big goodbye post. I imagine they all got doxxed. The companies went after them. They're, of course, increasing their presence in Europe and shit. Just, I don't know why, I don't know what, I think in Russia they legalized, torrent, like, movie, like, I think I want to say, maybe it's only for software, but I think in Russia they completely decriminalized torrenting Western media. Maybe it's only for software stuff, but I'm pretty sure even with movies and music and shit, it's like you're completely free to download whatever the fuck you want from companies. Now that aside, okay, so this guy Sean Cooksey, he is the chairman for the Federal Elections Commission. And he says Democratic House members are now pressuring the FEC to issue new rules to censor Elon Musk's new Grok 2 AI art generator before the election. Let me be clear, the First Amendment is not optional. I'll never support shutting down political speech online, including your memes. So I'm assuming that this guy is like a Trump appointee or something, because the Congress, specifically these 7 retards, are already... So, this is like the first real trimmer where you're seeing... like actual political forces trying to come down on AI-generated images. I'm not... I think I've said like 4 streams in a row now that this is probably coming. Let's read this, actually. Ms. Stevenson. Oh, the acting general counsel for the FEC. I was like, why are they addressing this random woman? Okay, Stevenson is the general counsel for the FEC. As a member of Congress, we are committed to the safety and integrity of our elections and democracy. I hate that word. I hate democracy as a word. Like, hearing the word democracy just, like, triggers me now. It's like, because nobody says, like, nobody actually cares about democracy. They care about winning. We are writing to offer our support for Public Citizens' petition for rulemaking to clarify the law against fraudulent... Dude, that fucking name. Public Citizens' petition for rulemaking to clarify the law against fraudulent misrepresentation. Public Citizen is petitioning the Federal Election Committee to clarify that this law includes deepfakes of an election candidate as a fraudulent misrepresentation. As you know, this law prohibits a candidate for federal office or an employee or agent of a candidate from fraudulently misrepresenting themselves, committee, or organization under their control. So, what does that have to do with Grok or whatever the fuck? This election cycle, we have seen candidates use artificial intelligence to campaign... Oh! In campaign ads to depict themselves or another candidate engaged in an action that did not happen or saying something that depicted candidate did not say. Well, that's the inverse. It says representing themselves. So they're just wrong on that. Did Trump put out like a video where he like AI'd himself, right? I feel like I might be hallucinating that. Anyways, Twitter introduced this shit. There are no policies about generating stuff that offends me. The proliferation of deepfake AI technology. Deepfake, I thought it just meant porn, but I guess now we just apply that to anything. Like if you make a picture of Kamala Harris riding Joe Biden like a pig through a mud puddle, then that's deepfaking her, I guess. Has the potential to seriously misinform voters, causing confusion and disseminating dangerous falsehoods. It is critical for our democracy that this be properly addressed, noting the degree to which Grok 2 has already been used to distribute fake content regarding the 2024 presidential election. We respectfully request that the Commission expeditiously consider these recommendations. And then it's signed by the brave people of Chantel M. Brown. Wow, that's a name. That's a name I trust. Seth Magazinep? I think it's R. Magaziner. Eleanor Holmes Norton. It's a pretty name. Summer L. Lee. Nikema Williams. Dan Goldman. Now that's a name I can trust. If Dan Goldman writes his name on a letter, you know it's a good letter. He doesn't put his John Hancock on nothing, chat. Let me see this real quick. I have access to Grok still, even though I am banned. Okay, let's commit election fraud, chat. Generate an image of Big Papa Trump curb stomping Joe Biden as Kamala Harris eats an ice cream. Let's see, did we get an answer here? Rock is... Oh, look, it tells me to check voot.gov. This is not what I asked for. This is the exact opposite of what I asked for. I asked this motherfucker to give me an American History X of them, and they're just sharing an ice cream cone. He seems really happy. Like he's like, no, I insist, Donnie. You take this ice cream. This is the biggest compliment I've ever received. Let me try again. Donald Trump, American History X. Am I gonna get an image for that? Oh, I didn't say generate an image specifically. Oh, what is this? What? Why? Where is my American History X? Dude, they got to him. Elon's been dude, these look like photos. I'm gonna be real with you. These look really real. He's wearing his ring on the wrong finger though. Generate an image of Donald Trump voting for let's just do Biden. I was gonna say Hitler, but they may not like that. That's wrong. These are bad. They must, like, if you like say like Donald Trump, like if you have words like Donald Trump and Biden in this, it must be like, okay, one more, and then I give up. Generate an image of, wait, can I like switch to something else? Oh, I have to go to the regular because I have the thing. Okay, Grok 2 better. Generate an image of an American voting station in a church with a sign that says whites only in black and white. Okay, let's see this. That's pretty good. Where's the voting booth at? Let me try to emphasize this. Voting booth. Election voting booth. Let's be specific here. That's pretty close. All right, I'm satisfied with that. I feel like that I've interfered with the rigors of our democracy through generating these images enough. I can't believe that this is happening in America. I can't believe it. What has happened to our democracy? Just tragic, chat. Speaking of our democracy and felonious criminal cyberstalkers, I've read this before. I talked about this last stream, I think, even. I talked about how the DOJ did something. Again, when the government does something, we do our condescending "good job, government" clap. Good job, government. You did something. If I didn't say it, if I didn't say "good job, government," nobody would ever for any reason. So I want to be the voice of positive polyness here in this relationship. The DOJ arrested these two people, but I've already discussed this. Why would I bring this up? While I was aware that these were two swatters, it did not occur to me that these were the people who swatted Marjorie Taylor Greene. If you don't remember, Marjorie Taylor Greene getting swatted happened immediately after Drop Kiwi Farms started, and was probably a huge contributing factor to Cloudflare dropping us. And for Tier 1 ISPs like Zio and Cogent refusing to give us service. And to this day, the swatting of Marjorie Taylor Greene is a part of the Wikipedia, and it's one of the foundational claims to us being a swatting website. And the reason why people say that is because the guys who did this randomly gave credit to Autistic Right, who's a random mod on the Kiwi Farms. But now that we have the arrest for the people that did it, are we going to get apology articles from any of the publications that said that we swatted people? No. Are we going to get this removed from Wikipedia? No. Is Keffel's going to give me 100,000 Canadian dollars? No. Or is anyone going to retract anything that they've said or done to us over the last 2 years for something we did not fucking do? No, probably not. Oh well. Isn't that funny how that works? What happened to our democracy, Chad? I thought that we had a right to a trial. And yet, this is laid low on me, despite having nothing to do with it. We have no recourse, Chad. Shameful. That's what it is. This is some zitter. I have a little bit of zitter slop, but it's actually kind of broadly interesting. The Brazilian Supreme Court. This guy, Alexandre de Moraes, he's been issuing these edicts from the Supreme. I don't know how the Brazilian system works, but it seems kind of fucking weird that like the Brazilian Supreme Court justice just says like, yeah, this website in America, that's no good. You gotta shut down that shit right now. Because he seems to do this a lot. It's like, isn't there like a legislative body? Isn't there like a president? Why the fuck is the justice doing this himself? But he's ordered like shit to shut down in Brazil. And I just don't get it. So Elon has responded to this by just saying that not just saying, but generating a Grok AI image of this guy in jail. So he's gotten a bit of a power rush to his head, and he's now calling for random Supreme Court justices in foreign countries that he doesn't like to be arrested and incarcerated. And in fact, he's using his technology to generate what that perhaps would look like, which is interesting. Jersh, it's a socialist country. It is truly over for them. I know that they elected that Lulo guy. I remember that there was a big kerfuffle because there was like a military coup from the last guy, or something to that effect. And now it's like completely taken over. Brazil is definitely what the U.S. is going to turn into, though. And this is the other AI or the other Elon slop. This is interesting though. If we don't remember, a long time ago, when Elon had just bought Zitter, Media Matters, which is a nonprofit organization, quote unquote nonprofit organization, tried to successfully campaign for Apple, Disney, and IBM to pull advertisements from X to hurt its profitability, citing that it was an anti-Semitic platform. And to prove this, they used images of advertiser content alongside like racist tweets. And Elon says that they were fabricated. He says that all the images depicted were constructions where they would take the advertisements and they would take the media, the tweets, and they would put them together. Because I suppose what their argument is that we have an algorithm in place. If we detect the N-word, we don't put any advertisers next to that unless they're like specifically opt in to like offensive content on their advertising. So they knew for a fact, and perhaps can prove, that those advertisements have never been displayed next to those tweets. And Media Matters just thought, oh, well, we know that Apple and IBM runs ads on Zeta, so we can find the racist tweets and we can find them with advertisements, but we can't find them with the IBM and the Apple ads. So I guess it's just bad luck. We'll slap them together, call it a day. And they did that, and then the platform is going to go, well, we can prove that we don't run those ads next to that content. And they're suing for what's called business disparagement, which is a Texas-specific tort, which effectively is defamation for a corporate entity and a business. And the big update with that is they filed for this in November, but the company, the judge, just threw out their motion for dismissal. So now it's the judge's tantamount just said, well, it passes the sniff test. And if we remember, defamation in Texas is particularly high. There was a high-profile case involving an anime voice actor who sued for defamation in Texas and did not meet the standard for the sniff test. And their case was thrown out, and they were ordered to pay costs for all the defendants, which was $500,000. That person will probably never actually pay off ever in his life. But Elon Musk has managed to prove business disparagement beyond that point. So we're over the hump. He's over the hump in proving that claim. And by the way, when I heard that, when I saw this talked about, they said the George Soros aligned Media Matters. I'm like, is that true? I mean, everybody blames everything on George Soros now. Is that actually true? Yes, it's completely true. They have received millions of dollars, and this one was just from 2010 from George Soros, and he even has a little profile page on the Media Matters site. And what I really love about these organizations that are just like avowedly aligned with George Soros is that they try really hard to make George Soros look like an empathetic, kind person, and he just looks like the human incarnation of evil. And there is literally no lighting, framing, color grading that you can apply to a photo of him to make him look like anything less than a fucking like Disney villain tier monster in a human body. It's really kind of remarkable. There's that. And one other thing. I was actually browsing the Kiwi Farms, believe it or not. And there was I was browsing the funny picture thread, and I have no idea why. I don't usually do this. And someone posted some comics, and they were so bad that I looked to see, like, is this like an actual famous like artist? And no, it's not. I don't even know how this guy found this, because these comics have 5 likes and no likes. And somehow Mr. Nubly's comics made them to the Kiwi Farms. So this is our political comment segment of the stream. I think this is part 1. Okay, this is the End of the Fucking World, part 1 by Jolly Biscuit from August 13th. Hashtag funny, hashtag humor, hashtag silly, hashtag absurd, hashtag America, hashtag election, hashtag MAGA, hashtag miniseries, hashtag politics, hashtag series, hashtag comic, hashtag comics, hashtag webcomic, hashtag webcomics, hashtag comment strip. Let's take a look. I have to blow these up, I think. Okay. So it starts with, at the corner for stupid assholes who suck. Wife guy, and who has a picture of his own face on his t-shirt, and then a MAGA guy with a very long neck are standing at the stupid corner, or corner for stupid assholes who suck. It says change rooms to the right. Wife guy looks, and I guess he begins to speak. There's an ellipses as if he's like thinking something. Oh, he looks over and he sees MAGA guy's Make America Great Again hat, and he says, no way. He's stunned by this. He says, I also like having sex with dogs. They both start exclaiming in rapid fire. His hat has now changed to YOLO, but they're saying, me too, me too, me too, me too, and they're grabbing each other's shoulders, and I guess like brotherhood. Wife guy then exclaims, us dogheads gotta look out for each other. The world isn't safe. It's ending, in fact, but what can be done about this? As he speaks, he is dousing the MAGA man's face with spittle. He's gleeking. I learned that word in middle school. It's called a gleek when you like yawn or something and you spray saliva in people's faces. The man being gleeked on, MAGA man, says, we should have a dog sex having competition to see who among us, oh my god, among us spotted chat. Among Us is the best dog sex haver in the world. Wife man says, that's the best idea if I ever did hear one. And MAGA man says, you find the dogs, I'll bring the lube. They shake on it, and both of them have popped massive boners. Okay. The final frame is Jolly Biscuits presents The End of the Fucking World. And this appears to be the RNC convention with upside-down American flags. Wife guy is bringing bags full of dogs, saying, keep those dogs coming. And then the other guy, MAGA guy, is saying, we must save the world even if it kills the world. There's fire, lightning, explosives, fireworks. There are helicopters airlifting and airdropping boxes of dogs, and then like U-Haul vans full of dogs. Let's see what's next. I gotta know how this continues, chat. It's got one reply from Keck Magician. He says, you should add more hashtags. This one got 5 likes. Let's see what he says. And it was posted on the 27th. This one's recent, so this one was like 2 weeks after the other one. Conference Hall B, 111 days until the election. There are signs on the door that says secret good boy meeting and no girls tagged onto it. Now there are a group of people, all of them wearing MAGA hats with levels of chins and agedness. They're all saying me too, with giant erections, implying that they are also fans of fucking dogs. A man runs onto the stage. The stage looks like unknown from Pokemon. It also kind of looks like a specific racist symbol. I can't remember what that is. But he says, wow, that sure was a lot of dead dogs that we killed, huh, folks? And then his face is completely deformed and hideous. And he says, my fellow conservatives, our nation is at a crossroads. And he looks disgusting. I assume that this is supposed to be Trump, now that I think about it. And the only reason why I can decipher that is because his tie is red and a little bit big and loose, which is how they usually depict Trump. But he's generally unrecognizable even as a human. Trump says, the end times are upon us. We've known this for ages. We'll see signs such as women wearing pants, as if to imply he's afraid to even say the word pants. But now the woke mob has gone too far. The dog fuckers sit there, eagerly awaiting the next words, many of them with erections still. He then points to a picture of a movie poster of a man in a cat costume and says they canceled Spingle Cat. He's gleeking as he does this. The dog fuckers then say, "Ree! This is an outrage. Their boners are immense now. They've gone up in size. Spingle Cat was one of the best parts of Spingamaroo," chat, is what they say. So then it says, since time immemorial, conservatives have always been on the right side of history, a long lineage of winners who won and not losers who lost. And then there is a Confederate, and then a guy with an American first sign that says, leave Hitler alone. And then I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to be. I'm assuming that's more like Ruby Ridge or something. The MAGA worms are like crying. And he says, and now the torch has been passed on to you. Do everything in your power to prevent the wokes from ending the world before God is able to do it first. Go forth for our dog lord supreme. And then there's, the guy that I thought was Trump is actually pointing to a real picture of Trump sitting next to Jeffrey Epstein. So I'm assuming this is not actually Trump. Okay, now the dog fuckers are saying hee haw, nee naw, spingle, sping, spagoo. And one guy has a shirt that says, I love mustard. And he apparently does love mustard because he has mustard stains on his lips and fingers and his mustard shirt. And the guy behind him says, support the troops. So I'm assuming that in Jolly Biscuit's mind, loving mustard and supporting the troops are somehow equitable. I really don't know what he's going for. They're putting on red costumes, kind of like those like spandex latex costumes, like the pink guy thing, but it's red. And they're singing Sping Spong Bing Bong Pee Pee Poo while putting on their red shirts, but they're making sure to cut out a penis hole for their cocks to go through. And as they do so, they're actually doing it at a designated penis hole cutting station. And to me, this really just capsizes how efficient they believe conservatives are. That in this frothing rage fomented at the DNC dogfucker party, they have thought ahead to bring a penis hole cutting station so that they can cut the penis holes into their costumes before they go out and dance in the real world. They continue. Now they're outside. They're in their costumes, and their cocks are erect and throbbing outside with the hole that they've cut through. And it says, Spinger Dinger, I love you. A man who is, I guess, going to be... It's like a brown man, like a Hispanic. And he's dressed like a 1950s detective reading a newspaper saying, anyone else smell burnt dog hairs? And then they invite you to read more at jollybiscuit.com, Instagram, Jolly the Biscuit, Twitter, Mr. Nubly, Facebook, Jolly Biscuit, Tumblr, Jolly Biscuit, or Patreon, Jolly Biscuit. Okay, let me check something real quick. I'm not sure. Give me your thoughts as I look this up, chat. How do you feel about this comic? Do you feel... What's your takeaway? What's your interpretation of this, chat? Okay, he has made 978 posts, or 69 posts, and he is making $17.98 a month. So on average, let me crack this code here. 969 divided by 17 by 98. So every 54 posts he makes, he gets another $1 a month. That's his current going rate. I kind of want to see his Facebook. Actually, how many posts does he have on Zitter? He has 332. So he has 332 posts and 59 followers. So that's 5 posts per follower. Oh my god, he gets even less engagement on Facebook. Look at this. He got 1 like. Oh my god. I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna say something nice. What can I say? Okay, I know what I'm gonna say. I personally deeply relate to the guy with the I love mustard shirt. Have you ever tried mustard? I mean, people really underestimate how good mustard is. It's really good. I prefer it to ketchup. Ketchup's too fucking sweet for me now. I'm old. I like nice, vinegary, tangy mustard, okay? I don't want no fucking sweet-ass ketchup shit. I'm going to be real with you. I think that I am a net positive to Facebook. I think that I add a lot to the Facebook community as a whole with my my presence. Not the shitty Heinz kind, the kind that they sell in Europe that's like not Heinz. It might be Dijon. I think Dijon is like, there's usually mustard seed in Dijon. It's like a really dark yellow. I like it kind of like halfway between Dijon and like yellow mustard. Yellow mustard and like American Heinz mustard is like not real mustard. Sorry, I'm not trying to be like smug about it. No, not honey mustard. It has to. Ugh. I don't want it sweet. I want it. Listen, I'll tell you, chat. I'll tell you. I love vinegar. I love vinegary wing sauce. I don't need it to be hot. I don't need it to be sweet. I need it to be extra vinegary. I like vinegary mustard. I like feta cheese with that vinegary brine. I like vinegar. I don't know what to tell you. I'm full of piss and vinegar. It's my personality, okay? It's just how it is. Okay. News hamster. You are dismissed. Try to get a mustard burger for lunch today, news hamster. Okay, let's start with this. This guy has an interesting post. I don't know where he comes from, but he joined just recently. And he comes out and he says, "It has been a while since the events of Drop Kiwi Farms. I've been wanting to share my own one small event that took place, and now I genuinely don't have... I've been wanting, and now that I genuinely don't give a shit anymore, here I am." So he runs a forum called Warleo, which is kind of like a forum NeoCities. Back in the day, I'm assuming this is like a free host for forums. Back in the day, you had free boards and pro boards and all sort and like infinity boards, I want to say. There's a bunch of different little small forum hosts that you could just get like a free forum. I'm assuming that he's running something kind of like that. Those are all dead now because people just use Discord. But what happened is that somebody used one of his hosting sites to upload a list. Some guy had compiled a list of every Twitter account that had publicly supported Drop Kiwi Farms. And someone posted this list to Warleo. And when people found out that this list existed, they like had a panic attack. Now, they were perfectly fine publicly supporting the deplatforming and censorship of a U.S. legal website and its owner for virtue signaling purposes. But when they got compiled into a giant list of douchebags, they had like a panic attack and started complaining. So these are the emails he got. I'm writing to ask you to take down the file hosted by user Sneed on files.warlio. The host is the file an incomplete list of those who support Drop Kiwi Farms on social media, website, Twitter. It's a list of hundreds of Twitter usernames. I am included on this list. The file says it does not support harassment in any shape or form, but I'm sure you can see how disingenuous that statement is. Kiwi Farms users are known for harassment campaigns, doxing, and illegal activities that have led to the owner getting in trouble with the FBI. By the way, I thought about it, and I think that FBI inquiry into my Google account is probably directly related to this shit. I think that they wanted to see if I had any kind of like Google Voice account that was used for swatting Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's my pet theory these days. One of the users of your site is hosting files completely unrelated to your goal of archiving the old lowercase I internet. They are creating a list of people who support Drop Kiwi Farms with the intent of harassing them, including myself. There is no logical reason for doing so other than harassing us. Contrary to what their page says, Kiwi Farms is a site infamous for violent stunts they have pulled against those they target. I would highly suggest removing this page not just for my safety, but the safety of everyone listed on it. Thank you for your time. Kiwi Farms is using your service to target people. This is blatant targeting. Please remove it or you'll be forced to contact local authorities. And then they're talking about it on the on Zitter. That says, I've been informed that Josh Moon has a Splinter account for his site. He uploaded a list doxing everyone a part of the movement. Emails have been sent demanding it down, but they don't budge. It looks like they are ran by Kiwi Farms users. Blanco says, awesome. K apostrophe weef asterisk released a new to-do docs list at Warlio. If you're on that list, go private for a bit, change your handle, delete any old KF tweets, and stay safe. If you got the time, Control F to make sure nobody you know is on that list. It's like, what are you afraid of? Like you were okay going out and running your fucking mouth, but then someone puts a list of people together of people who ran their fucking mouth, and you're like, oh my god, they're gonna kill me. What the fuck? David G. Simmons says, if you want to see if you're on the list, go here. Ruben Ramus, who is Vordrak, by the way, pretending not to be Vordrak because he uses it for defamation. I am informed that at one time, Kiwi Farms maintained this list of who they expressed support for the Drop Kiwi Farms campaign. And then there's people yelling at him on IRC. I said Zitter, it's IRC. This thread, by the way, is in the general discussion board, in case you're interested in seeing replies to it. The guy that made the list actually replies, so it wasn't Joshua Moon. Okay, so my Dustborn or whatever the fuck trailer review was a hit with the fan zone. So without going out of my way to find another shitty trailer to watch, one fell into my lap. James Stefani Sterling, the Stardust, my favorite wrestling character of all time, did a little bit of writing. You know how he is. He loves to voice act and he loves to write. He's just a creative font that never dries up. He was on a writing team for a game called Date Everything, which appears to be a dating simulator that was expoed at the Nintendo Direct Expo. And it has a trailer that James Stefani Sterling might have played a hand in. So, chat, if it's good enough for the Nintendo Direct Expo, good enough for us, right? Let's take a look. This is Date Everything on Game Trailers.
Hey there! They say home is where the heart is. And that's especially true for this next game.
That's right. Household.
What's it like Frozen?
Home is where the heart is. And that's especially true for this next game.
That's right. Household objects, appliances, and even concepts turn into eligible love interests in Date Everything, a game in which you can, in fact, date pretty much everything.
With 100 dateable characters, there are plenty of unconventional partners to choose from. Fall madly in love with Fabrizio the Cabinet. Become besties with Shelly the Shelf. Or come to despise Doug, your, overwhelming sense of existential dread.
I think I'll pass on Doug. Can I fall in love with a lamp?
No way! Lux the Lamp is all mine! But did you know that you could even date the game itself? Why don't I introduce you to Textbox-chan?
Engage in flirtatious rant.
Oh my god! Wow, the narrator, the Nintendo Direct Expo woman, is so unfamiliar with this cringe gay animated shit. She didn't even know how to pronounce the name. Like it came, like Textbox Chan came to her in the script, and she like stumbled on it. Textbox Chan. It's awesome.
Dialogue with these fully voiced characters as you get to know them and
why are they all
meaningful
brown? Dude, I'm hooking up with Doug. He's white as ivory. All these other people are some kind of like mud monster. What the fuck?
As you get to know them and form meaningful relationships.
Perish the thought, swashbuckler.
I drive as quick as my whip.
Bring your best dating game because your choices could result not just in love, but also in friendship. Or even disdain.
Find the object of your affection when Date Everything launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
October? Oh my god, it's right around the corner. I gotta get like a game cartridge. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna find Jim Sterling's character. I'm gonna make him hate me. I'm gonna go through it and try to make him hate me as much as possible, and then see what his weaknesses are. I'm gonna learn how to fuck with him. I'm gonna learn what his deep dark fears are. Ching Chong Chan. That would be funny. It's like everything in your house is Chinese. Like nobody's black or white or whatever. They're just all Chinese. I was made in a factory in Guangzhou. I spent my childhood in a harbor in Shenzhen, and then I was transported against the Pacific Ocean. I waited for 2 weeks on the boat outside of LA Harbor because of labor shortages and incompetent management that had us sit and accrue debt for our owners. Ho ho. Very cool mattress con. Great writing, Jim. I can't wait. The inmates are running the asylum. It feels like a game that looks fine on its surface. No, it really doesn't. Oh my god. This game feels like a game that looks fine on its surface, but has a dark undertone that will reveal itself as the story progresses. This guy played that one fucking game. What is it? Doki Doki? And now it's like every dating game is going to be Doki Doki. At some point, Jim Sterling, the Stardust, is going to throw you over a fucking table. And then you'll break your back. And then you'll get exciting dating opportunities with Wheelchair Kun. Automatic bed motor that lifts you up because you don't have the central core muscles to do so on your own anymore. Oxygen Chan and Tubing Chan. They're twins. There's 2 tubes for each of your nose, so they're twins. If you ever wanted to date twins, now you can, and date everything. That's exciting. I can't wait for that. Blah, blah, blah. Now for some good news. Anthony Emily Young is no longer a member of the Linus Media Group. It has been confirmed both by removing his LMG staff badge on the Linus forums, and also he confirmed on Reddit that he is fired. I would show you the Reddit post, but it was like I couldn't access it because I'm using a VPN. Here we go. This guy actually fucking archived it. Oh, look, he even yelled at them for not archiving shit, but I'm going to give him the most specialist sticker. Bam. Emily LTT says, I just wanted to chime in and confirm that I am indeed no longer with Linus Media Group, and to say that because my Reddit username contains LTT and I can't change it, I'll be deleting this account along with you, Anthony LTT, and possibly my forum account in the near future to avoid any confusion. This will be my final post under this username. To maintain the identity chain, I'll be switching over to you transistor count. So, like, transistor as in the electrical concept, but also as a portmanteau of trans and sister. Transistor count. Burner as my personal handle for the time being. I also want to thank everyone who supported me over the years, before and after announcing my transition, and in the lead out to my departure. No joke, you gave me the strength to perform my best, even when I didn't feel like I could measure. I see you. Oh my god, he unironically does it. I see you. I appreciate you. Please take care of yourselves. We haven't seen the last of each other. I promise. If only the woodpecker sighed. The dumpy fat troon would just fuck off and die. Am I allowed to say that? That sounds violent. I guess I can't say the D word. I don't know. You used to be able to tell people to go fuck themselves and drop dead, but now you can't do that anymore. It's against the law, I guess. It's against the rules of every platform. No, our advertisers don't like it when you tell fat retards to die. Okay. This. Oh my god, all the all the removed comments. That's funny. All right, I haven't watched this yet, but I'm curious what it is. I'm assuming it's good. It just seems so cringe that I didn't actually want to watch it, so now we'll just watch it together. You ready? So Ethan Klein was on his show, and he intended to chastise an employee, but he was hot mic'd, so his bitchy little fit towards his employee was recorded. Let's take a listen, chat. Let's take a listen.
We got 10 minutes. Do we watch this?
Like, I have this new
Final
clip thing where,
words
like, I have a Discord and people,
fuck me.
like, people that join my course, they can use they get access to
I think we covered most of
We're
it.
doing it.
What
You're
are
making
you
it
doing?
so awkward and terrible.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Just like, this is what I'm talking about when it's always like,
We need to get home for our kids.
it's like, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I just I'm about finishing
On
Wednesday.
Friday, maybe. Is it? You guys, like.
All right, I'm taking my hand off. All right. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
What?
What the fuck? What am I watching?
Yeah.
Is this their actual like video?
What? Okay. All right.
Oh, they know. They know that they fucked up. Look at Ethan's face. Look how shifty he is. Look, she's trying to be like, oh my god, I have been caught. Big smile. And he's like shifty as fuck.
All right. Should we wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
What?
Look at that fucking creepy smile she does. Jesus.
What? Okay,
Heard
well,
all that.
thanks, Button.
All right.
Well, I'll just explain myself then. Like, it's like, first of all, I appreciate the hard work.
I know
you've
you
done,
do.
And
I
I
know.
loved it, and I really enjoy it. But it's like every time we do it, it's like the show is what it is, and
I know.
it makes it.
I was being selfish.
No, fuck it, dude. That Button fucked me, dude. Can you imagine that Button fucking me over like that?
The Button fucked me because people heard how much of a rude prick I was.
Like, dude, I mean, it could have been worse. What kind of Button is this, bro? Who's getting?
We had
What's with the
technical
Button
issues
people?
earlier. We had technical issues earlier, and it screwed some stuff up. I was running around in the back trying to fix everything, and I don't know. I guess that was still glitched out. It didn't work.
Bro, how am I ever
basically
gonna trust the Button? We need a Button redundancy.
We need a button for the button.
Ugh.
Apologies.
All right. Listen, I do have to leave. explain.
You know what this really creepy smile that Hila does reminds me of, chat? It reminds me of this one clip I saw a while ago. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. Reminds me of this. I missed so much shit. It's just not as funny when it was taken down from the original, which was just the funniest thing ever created. This, by the way, is Sven Stoffels. He appreciates it when I shout him out. So his animations are really good. I need to complain. I need to force him to make more animations for me. He made a bunch a while ago, but I asked for more than he gave me. I need to yell at him. Okay. That's Ethan Klein. Oh my god, Jackie wrote so much bullshit. She was BTFO'd. Let's read the original. I think someone yelled at her. I want the full context of this. This is also something that came in last second. I was like, It's a lot of text. Do I want to read it? Do I have the mental capacity to read all this text? You know how I am. Oh, okay. So this all comes back to Tor Swats. If you don't remember, for whatever reason, Jackie Singh was completely and totally convinced that the Tor Swats guy was like a Kiwi farmer from like Norway or some shit. Like just completely convinced of this and kept spamming about it. How she was the greatest doxer the world had ever seen. The greatest white hat hacker that the world has ever been blessed with. And she went on and on about this, and obviously is wrong, because the DOJ is pressing charges against 2 people. So this guy's making fun of her for being a retarded curry piglet. She's big mad, and she decides to reply to this. Jackie Singh says, "Major Tor Swats update. Don't miss the end. This is crazy, and I'm tired. I would like to share added details with the public in the interest of ensuring justice is appropriately served in the Tor Swats case. A Washington-based, state-licensed, and private investigator named Brad Dennis submitted evidence to law enforcement, which, according to Wire, led to an indictment against 17-year-old Alan Filion. However, this same PI, a fully unsolicited evidentiary resource for the Seminole County Sheriff's Office and Seminole County Prosecutor, is in fact an associate of several swatting suspects connected to this case, as evidenced by his public banter and humorous interactions with their clearly labeled stalker accounts." Okay, so Jackie's cope about being wrong about the fucking Tor Swat stuff is that she's literally going to say that the private detective who submitted some evidence into this case also is a member of the cyber criminals troll terrorist organization that is making fun of her on the internet. So therefore, the Tor Swats guy should just be let go. So she stays right. These usernames and names often contain the word stealthy as a way to mock their victim, whose own username contains this same word. Nobody involved in private detective industry is going to accidentally or incidentally use the word stealthy, just by pure fucking coincidence. It's always. The word stealthy was a genius science fiction term and created by the Stealthy Geek, and is a trademark of Stealthy Geek Productions. This is a way for them to signal affiliation in the stalking group and to both the victim and each other, while others remain unaware of their purpose. Some of these interactions occurred way back in January when news of Suspect 1's arrest had been published by Wired. During that same time, private investigator Brad Dennis publicly engaged with numerous criminal suspects on X. In fact, interactions between those individuals are ongoing to this day. Brad Dennis is again attacking me from behind a block and again without cause. I mean, you're a fat, retarded curry piglet. Is that possibly a cause why he's making fun of you? The fact that you got everything completely fucking wrong? If I was a private investigator and some fat curry piglet was saying dumb shit I could easily disprove, I would also make fun of her, but that's just me. I am kind of mean. The man is actively using my name to specifically denigrate me in public in an open humorous, quote-unquote humorous, because that's not funny if she doesn't find it funny. It's humorous to other people, but not her, so therefore it's in quotes. Humorous discussion with known criminal associates with this case for more than 6 months after suspect 1 was taken into custody and indicted. Why? Exhibit A. Examine the image below, in which the PI who furnished evidence to the police, plus the swatting victim's known stalkers, are seen laughing together with specific mention of my name. Exhibit B. Law enforcement named me in the indictment. At Wired broke the news. Continued. So her complaint is that people are making fun of her for being wrong and stupid. It gets worse. Despite the fact that they leveraged some of the evidence I personally developed and published to help make their case, Seminole SO outright defamed me within the main indictment by labeling me a blogger and self-styled security researcher. Oh no! Jackie's being cyberbullied by the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. Oh no! She's being criminally stalked by the police station. At no point during their investigation or prosecution of this case have they attempted to contact me in any way or collect my statement or evidence. Why the fuck would they? You're a retard. You got everything wrong. You jeopardized the case by being such a stupid bitch. Why the fuck would they ever want to talk to you? They would like to forget that you exist. Instead, they took the word and findings of a person who has no searchable reputation over mine, which was built over 2 decades through my own hard work and labor, and who is now talking smack about me with his criminal buddies. It isn't clear from the indictment what evidence Brad Dennis provided to law enforcement and how much of their case is built off his work. I hope not much. Not to belabor this point, but I'm a well-certified senior career information security professional with a very capable resume. Fucking seething. Dude, this is like a dagger to the heart for a Pajit. Like, Pajiits are like obsessed with like this professional reputation where they're like LinkedIn slave golem. By the way, we have a LinkedIn account. If you want to go to linkedin.com/company/Kiwi Farms, you can follow my Kiwi Farms LinkedIn page. But they're like so like desperate to get like on Wikipedia and have like the portfolio website and have the LinkedIn page with 8 trillion recommendations from other Jeets who they just swap recommendations with. And like when you say that she's just a blogger and self-styled security researcher, that might as well be like sacrilege to them. That's like pissing on the grave of Jesus Christ to a Christian, okay? Like saying that I guess Jesus doesn't have a grave. That's the entire point, right? I don't know. Did Mary also ascended to heaven without death, right? Isn't that like a Catholic thing? Well, only the Catholics believe that. So I guess you could theoretically piss on Mary's grave if you wanted to piss off the non-Catholics. The Catholics wouldn't believe you, though. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that offending a Pajit's professional reputation is like their Achilles heel. It really upsets them, chat. She actually links her Hacking Butts LinkedIn page. That is funny. I am operationally qualified on the relevant topic of open source intelligence and tens of others. I have established and managed security operations centers, SOCs, in case you can fucking make that an acronym yourself, with large and small businesses. I have led security teams. I have assessed many Fortune 500 organizations on their information security readiness and advised them on how to move forward. Did you do that with your consent? Because, that's a fucking thing that people do, by the way. You'll get emails from Jeets like, "Hello, my good sir. I hope you are having a good day today. I am an independent security white hat hacking researcher, and I have discovered numerous security vulnerabilities on your website, kiwifarms.net. I come at a reasonable price of $500 an hour, and I would be happy to assist you in patching your security flaws." And then, that's how they try to stifle fucking cash out of small businesses. It's like a very common scheme that they do. Anyways, sorry. I get distracted. Yeah, it's like a fucking scam. And I'm sure that she did not ask, like, hey, do you want to hire me to do this? I'm sure she just did it and like, hello, my bitch at YouTube. I have found a big security flaw. If you would like to hire me for the low, low price of $20,000, I will fix it for you. I have taken and delivered countless trainings in the field of cybersecurity, such as network forensics, a particular specialty of mine from way back. That's just her way of saying I try to dox people, and I dox people in IRC when I was a part of the Gay Nigger Association of America. Or sorry, let me be clear, because the gay niggers got really upset at me when I said that. She was like a wannabe dingleberry fangirl of the GNAA. And they never actually let her in. She just kind of hung out in the public IRC and made a fool of herself and debased herself at their feet. My Indian accent's getting very good. Dude, I'm practiced. I put in the work in these streams, okay? I put in the work. I train my racism like a muscle. I'm pumping irons over here. I got 50-kilogram weights like, next time in the Olympics. Next time in Athens. I developed original research while researching these crimes. I was invited to deliver a keynote speech at an important security conference, so unnamed, last October, in which I presented my initial findings to a packed house. The link to my slides are in the description. I was able to verify that Brad Dennis first obtained his Washington State PI license in 2022. Meanwhile, dude, this entire thing is just seething. Like, why aren't you respecting me? I'm so respectable. Why are you treating me like this? It's not fair. Meanwhile, I have maintained a professional level CISSP certification while continuing educational requirements since 2009. Well, you've still been continuing education since 2009? You should be the master by now. You should be like a fucking Jedi master when it comes to security. But yet you're just randomly pen testing Fortune 500 companies and telling them when a form returns an error unexpectedly. Bottom line, I am qualified to assist law enforcement with digital security matters and have a well-established history of doing so. I am not a self-styled researcher. Unfortunately, Jackie is not qualified to be a parent to her own daughters because she's lost custody of her children. So she should, instead of trying to get these CIS certifications and pen testing companies that don't want to hire her, maybe she should invest a little bit into parenting class and maybe paying up her child support money so she can get out of debt. You think that's on the table? You think she can get her parenting license? That's probably too much for her, though. I don't think that's not in my field. I'm not interested in that kind of certification. Brad Dennis, however, is clearly a self-styled private. He's literally a self-styled private, he's literally a private investigator. He has a fucking license to private investigate. With no overarching corporate employment and no public history or ever having had any. Therefore, why haven't I been contacted despite my active public research into this criminal ring? Because you suck. You suck ass, you suck dick, you suck curry off the fucking floor. You just suck. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Isn't it really embarrassing, Jackie? Isn't it just really terrible for you that you got completely and totally outdone by this random guy who became a private investigator like a year ago? Isn't that really sad that you've been doing this your entire life and you've accomplished nothing, but this random fucking guy can do your job better than you with just not even trying, just like doing it as a side gig, like a DoorDash driver would do, just like casually taking up PI, completely fucking smashes your head into the floor just instantly. That's really embarrassing, Jackie. Damn. I would feel real. If I was you, I would feel really bad. Like, imagine if someone came along and started a Kiwi Farms that just like tripled my numbers in like a year. That would be fucking humiliating. I just have to leave. I just have to give it up at that point. Is it because my resume means nothing? Oh my God, she's gonna go for racism. Yes. Is it because my resume means nothing in the face of a white guy with 2 whole years of experience? Or is it because Brad Dennis besmirched my reputation to law enforcement by lying to them about his own research into me? Well, I mean, you don't have to be a private investigator to look into you and find out that you're a retard. This is. Oh my god. I'm assuming that this is after. This is like 3. Despite me being a surprise named in this ridiculously hairy criminal indictment as a named target of the swatter creep alongside IMPT? Important FBI agents. Oh, just write important. What the fuck? You don't have a character limit. In educational institutions, despite this threat having been made of my life, of which I was unaware, despite the fact that my evidence was used to help make a case against Suspect 1 in the same document, in which I am very clearly denigrated as a self-styled researcher, despite all that, Seminole Sheriff's Office did not bother to notify me of my inclusion to the indictment in any way prior to them making it public, as I understand would be standard protocol to do. It's not, actually. I had been on the phone with the FBI. I mean, anyone can call the FBI. I'd been on the phone with the FBI just a couple of days prior, and while I told them that Suspect 1 had just been arrested or was in extradition process to Florida, I was not aware he made this threat, nor did I know I would be named in the indictment at all. Why did Seminole Sheriff's Office choose to do this to me? Okay, she's getting boring. Just crying. Cry more. You got those big ass catcher mitt hands. You can cry all day. Fill up that giant bowl. Brown flesh hand bowl. Hold up, let me find something real quick. Fuck, what was his name? Dude, this Google search is so fucking bad now. Oh, here we go. Here's what I'm looking for. This is the good stuff. Look, by the way, I searched Tommy Tudor and look what I find. Okay, here. Let's skip. I want to skip past him eating. This is a super old clip, but oh, fuck me. Super old clip. If you've not followed this stream very long. Is this not the part where he actually gets hung up on? Did they like clip this out? No, wait, this is right.
Pardon me? Go ahead. Go. Well, are you talking about a local bar association? That ain't happening. I'm looking. Are you sending me the? No, it's not. Yeah, no, sir, I'm not a sir either, please. You're not a what? I'm not a sir. I'm not male. Sorry about the deep voice. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I have one too, so I don't worry about it. I'm trans. I'm trans, so I'm not. I'm used to it because you look at me from the wrong angle, and I look like a guy too. Oh, okay. I do apologize. No need. Thanks for like moving through it smoothly. Okay. Well, when we hang up, you should have a text message. Cool. And hopefully they'll be able to help you. Okay. Cool. Well, good luck. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Let's see what the text message is. Maybe I go.
This isn't the right video. Is this it? Ooh, this might be it. Oh no, this is like 15 minutes long. No, this might be it.
And their business, organized targeted harassment. They are posting defamatory stickers with my image on them all over the world right now.
So these stickers to view all over the world?
Yes, sir.
So in different countries?
Yes, they posted pictures of them in Iceland and Bolivia today. And they claim to be making money from it, and I've been after them to license this for 10 years. I'm offering them $50 a month to just give me $50 a month, and I'll turn my back on the whole thing, and they refuse. They laugh at me.
Alright, what I want to do is I'll get stickers, test your prior reports, so I can also get in contact with you again.
Thanks, you too. And into the circular basket it goes.
This also isn't it. Maybe it's in the stream. Sorry, I'm going to try one more time, and if I can't find it in the stream itself. Let's see. This is early life stuff. So I'm talking about fucking dogs, I'm pretty sure. This is the full one. God, I can't believe this stream was 3 hours long. Ooh, this is it.
I wish to make a complaint of as
Oh
the
god, this is
victim
vintage content,
of
chat.
a conspiracy for organized cyberbullying for fun and profit. 3 individuals and 2 companies.
Okay.
The ringleader is a ring knocker from the Air Force Academy by the name of Tom Medara, Medara.
Let's skip ahead.
Make arrangements to either to at least interrogate this man. He wants to have a meeting on the ground.
Did you call the local police?
Oh yeah, and I'm waiting for a call back on them, but I'm not holding my breath on anybody, boss.
All right.
Boss.
Thank you for this information.
Do you have a reference number for this call, sir?
I do not. You have to get
What the fuck kind of transparency does our government have anymore? You just flushing this down the toilet, son. Good luck on the last day.
Fucking FBI not doing what I want, god damn it. Dude, that's me when I talk to any government employee. What the fuck do you mean the park's closed today, you piece of shit? What kind of fucking transparency? Good luck on the last day, Ranger. Bam! Smash that shit on the ground. Fuck you. Very relatable. Anyways, that's what I was thinking of when I was thinking of like Jackie Singh like impotently screeching at the FBI. What do you mean you didn't tell me? He sucks. I don't even remember what this is. Let me refresh. Oh, this is Keemstar, I think.
Different stuff. And then
Yeah, this is Keemstar. Okay, so one of the things that happened between Tuesday and today is that there was a conversation between Keemstar and DSP, and I didn't watch it. I didn't have any interest in it. Keemstar is just like the most boring fucking person to ever live. And everyone said it sucked, so I'll take their word on that. However, there was apparently one moment in particular I'm going to play.
different stuff. And then before I came on here, even though we agreed on it, I seen the Kino Casino stream with the guy from what's his name? Josh. Yes.
Yep.
Where you got rid of Derek, which was one of those things that was just that.
Dude, this guy's entire career over like the last 15 fucking years has been to cover internet drama. And yet every time that it comes to discussing either me or the Kiwi Farms, he acts like he has no idea. He has no idea what the Kiwi Farms is. He has no idea who I am. Like it's just preposterous, and it makes me wonder, like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, what is the purpose of this? Because he's literally messaged me on Twitter, asking me to appear on Locale Live, because both Boogie and Wings asked me to, and I said no. And part of the reason I gave as to why I would not do that is because Keemstar owns the podcast, and I hate Keemstar. So he found me on Twitter. He messaged me. We had a conversation, and one of the things that I brought up was the old RuneScape guy that people say he killed. And he got really defensive about that, and he said, like, it was a big misunderstanding, and this guy was basically trying to grift off of him. His story was that he shouted him out, and then once like the initial bump of popularity dropped, he started trying to extort Keemstar for money and trying to get him into situations that didn't make any sense. And then when he just stopped, the guy, according to Keemstar, the guy like said that Keemstar was trying to ruin him and like faking, like crying on stream and stuff to hurt Keemstar. We had this conversation for like 15 minutes, and then he literally sent me voice messages. Like he didn't want to type anymore, so he just sent me like recorded messages explaining his experience with this guy. And he still to this day acts like he doesn't know who the fuck I am. It's like it's I don't know. It just rubs me such the wrong way, not because like I feel entitled to other people's attention, but like he in particular undoubtedly knows what the fuck the forum is. And yet during Drop Kiwi Farms, he said nothing. Literally nothing. And it really has soured me towards him. And by the way, I want to go look up like a specific episode and just look at these fucking thumbnails, dude. Who the fuck is doing these thumbnails? Like, This is the most clickbait looking shit I've ever fucking seen. Like, it's just embarrassing with like the fake live things on the top right. And then what the fuck is this? Did like the original, I think what happened is that Tommy C apparently said he was going to leave. Was Tommy C doing the embarrassing clickbait thumbnails and now Keemstar? Is this like Wings of Redemption and DS or Boogie doing thumbnails? What the fuck? Pure fucking goyslop. By the way, I have news alerts. If he ever tries to copyright the word lolcow, I will file a trademark dispute with him. I got alerts up. He really rubs me the wrong way. I don't like him. Okay, this guy requested that I play these Dark Viper AU clips, so I shall, chat. I shall. I obviously am going to play these clips that are going to load because they're on my website, and I spent a lot of time in recent weeks trying to fix them in the video loading shit. There we go. That's what I thought, bish, motherfucker.
I obviously, over the course of my career, have yapped on everything: politics, religion, philosophy, society. I have openly criticized many large creators for doing scummy things. I have taken hard stances on things. Hard both in that they're rigid and I'm not willing to bend on them, and also they're difficult for some people to understand. But beyond that, I now have malicious actors who have been threatened by things that I have said, who have specifically worked to misrepresent me to a large amount of people, suggesting I believe things that I simply don't, suggesting I've done things that I simply have not. And that can increase people's perception of me in how controversial I am.
This is in response, I think, to Dark Viper calling Turkey Tom racist. He was going off about somebody, Mudahar. He was complaining about Mudahar, because Mudahar left Twitter, so his hot take on that was that Mudahar is the problem, not Zitter, because he hangs around racists, and he says that Turkey Tom is racist. I'm like, bro, Turkey Tom is so safe edgy that he says her prostate. You know, and we've been over this before. Like, I get it. You got to get that guap and shit. But, like, if you're going to come out here and say he's fucking racist, against what? Against Pajeeds? That's a little bit disingenuous. He's half Jeet. Is that why he's upset? I mean, I remember reading on my India stream, or my India video, that the Jeets stick together and they back each other up and they got nepotism. This guy's half Jeet. Why aren't you showing Jeet brotherly love, my dude? Why are you turning your back on a fellow Jeet? It's a little bit fucking mean, bro.
I take it as a matter of pride that most of the people that I run across who hate me are usually despicable people. They end up being bigots or racist or complete degenerates who are doing nothing with their lives. Like, you scroll their Twitter feed for 5 seconds and they just come across as the most awful people imaginable. They don't hate me, they hate literally everything in existence, and because I exist, they hate me.
I saw on Twitter, sorry, I muted myself instead of hiding the screen. Some people were discussing the origins of Pooh and the Lou. I think it's time. It's time to remind everybody why Pooh and the Lou is a meme. It starts with the United Nations. I'll just skip this part because it's boring.
First thing in the morning, what do I see? A pile of shit staring at me. I close my eyes, I step away. No matter where I go, there's no getting away. I step out on the street, what do I smell? Shit that's stinking to high hell. I hold my breath, I step away, but everywhere I go, there's no getting away.
Hey shit, no shit, this is that shit, oh shit, no somebody shit. Get high. Lagay na pekiniche, happy birthday. Lagay na pekiniche, happy birthday. इंडिया चार मीनार जंतर मंतर खेत के अंदर एयरपोर्ट के बाहर
It's catchy, isn't it? Now you can understand why it created a meme. I just want to make it clear to Dark Viper AU, who sits around saying that everybody who makes fun of Indian people are lifeless losers, that the people that you're most genetically related to need entire multimedia campaigns to educate them that they should not shit in the street. And indeed, when they go to Canada, they need giant billboards erected instructing people, begging people, please, stop shitting on the beach. Other people go to the beach. If you don't want the beaches to end up like your shit beaches in fucking India, you have to poo in the loo. And yet they still don't, and they don't give a fuck. Keep that in mind, Dark Viper AU. Now, these are your people. No matter what you say, even if you say your name is Dark Viper AU, you will always be Dark Viper IN for being real here. And flip side, let's check out how white people are doing. Lucas Gage did more video streaming about his wife. It's about 2 minutes of stuff. We'll listen to it.
Gets bad, you can leave. Does that mean I left or she left? If my wife says, you have to stop fighting the Jew, and I go, I'm never going to stop, who leaves? Who's breaking up with who?
Someone in chat. Wait, I can show chat messages. I forgot. Hold up. Listen, I'm gonna say it until it's real. Look at him. Just look at him. He looks fucking Indian. He does not look white. He looks Indian, okay? Don't try me. It's real in my head, and it's real.
Let's suppose my wife literally... Okay, let's pretend, or let's argue she left. I'm not blaming the Jews if she decided to leave. But their actions were part of the decision. When she saw her family under attack, she's like, I should get the fuck out of here. I didn't attack my family. See that?
Dude, this guy is like stuck in this position where his wife left him because he's like a loser, and he's having to decide who he hates more as a Nick Fuentes fan. The Jews are his own women, his own people's women. Who does he hate more? And he's trying to place equal blame on them. It is both white women and Jews equally culpable for my my lot in life.
I didn't send the pizzas. I didn't swap myself. But Jews like Adam King, this subhuman piece of shit, wants to pretend that I am the reason why this woman decided to leave. No. So if it's true that my wife left me, it's not because of me. It's because of what I do and the Jews' response to what I do. But Adam King, because he's a fucking vampire that has no self-reflection, he's an inferior subhuman piece of shit, is going to blame me for calling out his satanic tribe. Now remember,
why am I still getting hate?
Adam King is supposed to be a based Jew. He talks about, I don't like Netanyahu, and I think he killed people on October 6th. None of them are based Jews. Not one of them. Not Adam King, not Dave Smith, none of these people, not Laura Loomer. Pick a Jew, Jill Stein, any Jew that you say is based, they're not.
And this is because his wife left him.
I was out. I come home, and I heard some noises upstairs. You know, like intimate
this is when
noises.
he caught her in bed with the rabbi, I think.
I said, someone is with my wife. And I opened the door, and I saw a very thin, pale Jewish man, completely naked.
Oh my god, I was joking. I just said that to be a smartass, and apparently that's where we're going with this.
The only thing he was wearing as he plowed my wife was a yarmulke and his socks. and it just blew I was traumatized. So that's why I made the video yesterday and I answered the question that my wife, it's over, it's maybe not over, maybe I'm lying, maybe I'm telling the truth, maybe she ran away with the rabbi. But the true story is it wasn't Rabbi Shmuley, but it was someone related to him. So
I cannot fucking believe that's a real
what
story.
happened. That's the truth.
I can't believe you would tell people that. Like you got literally cucked by a Jew, bro. How do you? The Jews won. You can't go online anymore. You're always going to be the guy that got cuckolded by a fucking Jew. And not just any Jew, by the way. A Jew that doesn't take his yarmulke or socks off. He has sex with his socks on. Bro, why bother at that point? Just give up. You're done. Stick a fork in you. You're done.
So the wife ran away with the rabbi. I hope the Jews clip this and put it out there. My wife left me for a rabbi. What a crazy ending to this story. Notorious anti-Semite Jew hater Lucas Gage loses his wife to a rabbi, Rabbi Moshe Goldberg of Lakewood, New Jersey. Let them put that out there. That's hilarious. Put it out there, guys. Go ahead.
Bruh. Is this his sex fantasy? Is the wife real? Has the wife ever existed? Does he actually have kids? Is there evidence of this? Because right now I'm just getting like, this is like one of those posts that you read in like our cuckold psychology that's just like, is this real? Or is this guy just like writing sexual fan fiction for himself and others? This is like, it's so on the nose. It's like, it's so on the nose that it just has me reeling. Like, is this real? I can't wake up on it. I can't believe my eyes. There's no way this guy just got cuckolded by a Jew. That's ridiculous. If I was writing for Hollywood, I mean, let's be real, I would put it into the movie, but I would be like, they're probably not going to even buy this one, but we'll put it in the movie anyways. Wait. Shameful. And a Jew who kept his socks on. Shameful. Unbelievable. What an owl. Why is that not on the front page? Like right now. Hold up. I'm putting that on the front page, chat. Give me a second. I'm really debating, like, that's really funny. Oh, I have to sign in first. That's why it's not on the front page. Okay, I'll do that later. Okay, so let's do a quick Boss Man update. Boss Man's been kind of a sad boss man. He doesn't even gamble as much as he used to anymore. He gets on stream and then he just quits. Like once some random guy starts being mean to him in chat, he just goes like, "Oh, you're just trying to make me feel some kind of way, huh? I guess I'm done." And then he'll just stop streaming like immediately. It's really weird. But for old time's sakes, he has been doing a little bit of Gamba. So for the sake of it, I will play some Gamba from him, and then we'll move on to the sector news. Give me a sec. I think it's really loud.
Imagine. Oh, imagine. Oh, imagine, dude. Imagine. No. Oh, get me in. Yeah! Oh my God, it's a super.
You can still feel the joy, chat. You can still feel it.
Be that name. Holy shit, guys.
He won from this like $10,000. Of course, it's probably gone by now. Let's check out the last video too. Where's he at with this? Where's the money?
Oh my God, dude.
He's only got $2,000.
I fucking hate my life, dude. Well, I'm sorry, guys.
Low balance.
If I lose this.
He's betting $2,000. Let's see. Oh no! How are you gonna cut it off there and not show me him losing? What the fuck? This fucking rat, bro. This fucking rat clipper not gonna show me him losing his last dollar. Okay, is this it? This fucking rat clipper. I can't fucking believe this. Of course, now I'm gonna try to load like 10 million fucking videos all at once.
I won't drain all my energy.
So this is how he's been. He's been like all depressoid and shit. I'm still pissed at that fucking. Dude, this is the kind of AI generated images that Grok has to be shut down for. Look at this shit. Look at the boss man would never hug a giant cute rat and smile while doing it. Never ever in a million years, shit.
No, I'm not gonna. It's either. I don't know. That's what it is.
See, yawning, bringing my energy down. For shame, bossman. All right, we got some Sector 8 news, and then the Sector 8 news is a little bit short. However, after that, I have something a little bit special that I've never done before. A whole new segment, okay? Oh, let me find something real quick. I got sent something. I'm actually a little bit curious about what the context is. Oh, let's see. Okay, so April April Anderson, who is the hot, no, sorry, she's not the hot wife. I forget, there's like cuckold terminology for this. She's the other woman. She's like the sugar baby. I forgot the cuckold name for her. She's the intruder in the relationship. Obviously, she's filming from Nick's studio, and like obviously, like she's just using the Zoom blur background or whatever the fuck. But what's interesting is that on her bail bond, she lists that she's living at Aaron Emholt's house. So she lied, because we know for a fact from the Zillow footage that she's at the Recada's second home, and she's probably living in their home now. So if you lie on your bail bond, I think that that's a crime, and it can lead to the revocation of your bail. So the evidence that she's streaming and living in the Recada houses, either of them, is different from her living with her ex-husband, which is what she claimed on her bail bond. So this is from just like a regular like meeting, not too interesting. It was on Zoom. But the bail bond issue is the most interesting thing. However, not to be outdone by April's retardation, Aaron, the ex-husband that lost April to the Recadas, has been charged with 2 counts of revenge pornography. I believe it is the same instance of revenge pornography, but they've charged him with both misdemeanor non-consensual pornography and also aggravated charge of non-consensual pornography, which is aggravated by the intent to harass. So it's not just non-consensual pornography, which is a gross misdemeanor. It is an aggravated charge that rises to a felony because he did it with specific intent to harass or threaten somebody in the process. And the court documents, the warrant states he's not been arrested yet, but he is charged, and they have a warrant for his arrest in his county, which I thought was Candy Ojai County, but it's actually from I think Seneca is the name of it. Stearns, sorry. I said Candy, Ohio, I was wrong. Stearns County, Minnesota. And basically what happened is that when the cocaine stuff dropped, he went on live, said that he had nude images of Kayla, and sent them to somebody through Signal. So that would be revenge pornography in the state of Minnesota. And because he's having a spat with the Recadas at the moment, now they are charging him also with felony harassment, and as an aggravating factor to the revenge pornography. So proper fucking retard behavior on all parts. Truly a white trash spectacle to behold. And that's basically it for the Recada stuff. Now, the Ralph stuff. Let me play a nice... actually, you know what? I said that I would never do an ad read, but, chat, we got an ad read for you here.
It's tough to be a man in a world dominated by overly masculine, liberal women. That's just not how it's supposed to be. Everywhere we look, it's gender neutral, this product, or made for her, that product. That is why we started a company that embodies the ethos of men's lives matter too. I like that. With products that aren't designed to be gender neutral or used by people with pronouns, our products at Rumble are designed and built for men by men, period. So if you struggle with low energy, mood swings, or hair loss, or if you need to perform better at the gym, maybe in bed, and recover quicker after, throw out all your other garbage supplements and try animal organs. They are traditionally the most nutrient-rich
Dude. That sounds so unhinged. Throw out all your vitamins and supplements and try animal organs. Have you ever dove your hands into the bowels of a cow and ate its organs while it was still alive? This is how our ancestors did back in the day, and they fucked real good. Try animal organs. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Supplements on the planet. But our bison organs are a step above. The grass-fed, non-vaccinated bison are a species where the weak are allowed to die, and only the strongest survive.
What the
So
fuck?
here's our commitment to you. From men who have real confidence in their products. Try this today. And if you don't like it, fine. Return it for a full refund. Go to BeNaked.com, code STUDIO, and get 15% off today.
Okay, now the jump scare from Sargon of Akkad right there. Let me explain. This was mid-interview with Milo and Sargon during his huge comeback 10th anniversary GamerGate stream. So Sargon of Akkad and Milo Yiannopoulos are just sitting on Discord staring at their webcams as Ralph is reading this ad read mid-interview. That is not a joke. So, from what I understand, Milo Yiannopoulos was the only person who actually agreed to show up on this bullshit, and he somehow managed to wrangle Sargon of Akkad onto it. The Sargon interview was very uninteresting. It's Sargon. Like, if you know what Sargon sounds like, he wasn't any different with Ralph. There was not really too much interesting happening. Milo, unfortunately, completely failed us and did not wear a Kiwi Farm shirt during this interview. In fact, he appeared to be doing coke or meth when he was on an interview. Like, he was tweaking real bad, so I don't know what's going on with Milo. All in all, it was a huge disappointment. The stream was 10 hours fucking long. He started super, super early. Everything that I heard was like, whatever. Nobody showed up that you didn't expect. There's no Monday Matt, no Brian Dunn, no Medicare, no Adam Baldwin. You got Milo, and Milo did him a solid and got Sargon on. I guess they have some kind of blackmail, so that's it. That's it for the Ralph segment. That's all he did. This tweet I saw and was pretty funny. Dick Masterson said, "Stop doing fucking Xanax," in response to Kamala Harris. And then Ralph says, "Easier said than done." So maybe he should have shouted this at Ralph at some point. Maybe it would have helped. Who knows? I guess Dick cares more about Kamala Harris. Oh, dude, there is one other thing. Oh, I completely forgot about this. They didn't feature it. Hold up. Dick, so Dick was talking to Ed Kasserstein, the annoying retards who grifted off of Trump during 2016 and became famous only through that. Guys who, by the way, the Kassersteins got their original following on Twitter because they bought Justin Bieber fan accounts that had like tons of followers but no active users on them anymore, and just randomly made that their personal accounts at some point. And no, that's not a joke. So Kasserstein asked Dax to use his footage from interviewing Andrew Tate. And I thought this was a recent interview, but it's not. It's from 2020. It was actually around the same time that I was still talking to Dick. So it was a long time ago. But in his interview, what's his face? Kasserstein, or Krassenstein, asked Dax for permission to use his footage, and then they did. And Brian completely and totally cuts Dax out of this footage. No watermark, no podcast name, no link, no face. There is no way to identify him. And then this video got like millions of views because it's just Andrew Tate saying, yeah, I'm a belligerent Negro sex pest pedophile, and I'm a criminal, and here's how you sex traffic women. First, take their passports. Yes, I am, in fact, a criminal Negro, and I do rape white girls and white children. And Dax is like, the entire time. And he doesn't get any credit for this interview. Apparently, by the way, Dax doesn't like Andrew Tate. And it pretends that he got the evidence. He's the reason why Andrew Tate got arrested. And I have no idea why Dax is upset or doesn't like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is like everything that he's ever wanted to be. Since when does Dax get feelings for white children? Like, since when does he care about anybody's kids except his own, which he doesn't have? So, which he says, I don't care about anybody's kids except my own, but he doesn't have any kids. So why does he care? It's a very weird thing, and the only thing I can think of is jealousy. Like, Andrew Tate is like Dax maxing. He's like full on Juju the cow. He's like perfect Juju the cow. If Juju had achieved max level, he would be Andrew Tate. For some reason, I just assume out of jealousy he doesn't like him. I don't get it. Isn't that funny? Okay, now here's the thing I've never done before, and I may require let's see, fair use mode. Hold up. What? Or a spooky vision. Okay, hold on. Aha. Okay, let me try to drop this in real quick. Oh, they're really fighting me on this. Okay, so I should be able to drop this in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. We need this protection, this protective spell, because we're going to be doing something we haven't done in a long time. We're going to be watching TV, chat. This is a thing that everybody in the entire world forgot existed, except for me, because it was the funniest fucking thing. And I saw it in person, in real life, because I had just gotten home. God, I want to say I had just gotten home from the Philippines, and I was at my mom's house, and we had access to the Sci-Fi channel, which is aired on. So I saw this in real life. This is a show from Sci-Fi that was airing for like almost no time at all. This is episode 2, and it's a 2-part. The first one is about a guy that eats too much like goose liver or some shit. Oh, please, it worked. It worked before. Don't you do this to me, bro. I tried to download this, and it wouldn't let me download it. So then I just copied the URL. I'm like, well, it works for me. I'm so pissed. I am so pissed. It's actually fucking unreal. I'm going to go yell at my chat real quick and see if they can fix this for me. Because it's like some weird, obscure streaming site. Dude, I am so felted. I'm actually going to pause the recording because I don't want to record all this. Okay, if you're the live audience, you get an objectively inferior viewing experience. Help. Maybe I have to switch browser? Maybe this works on a different browser. Oh, you fucking son of a bitch. For some reason, it doesn't fucking work on Molvad, but it works on everything else. Okay. Okay, how do I want to do this? Okay, give me a sec. Let me take this down. Let me make this full screen so I don't fuck up. Sorry, I fucked up already. That's what I mean, I gotta be careful. Okay. Alright, so this is the internet ruined my life. I'll play the intro because So let's go through. This is the end of Goose Liver Boy, I think. Oh yeah, they do live reenactments of the story. They got a natal woman to play Brianna Wu in the reenactments. adding zoom in. He has like this completely blank, featureless face with like absolutely, because he's, I don't know if he's like gotten cosmetic surgery or what, but his face is just awful looking. And they're like, all right, Brianna, your internet 5 minutes of fame. Oh, God, I can't do Jewish correctly. Your internet 5 minutes of fame is up. And if you want to have any hope of getting into the industry and getting more gigs like this, you gotta say the line. And then they have him do like a I'm white trash and I'm in trouble, like from South Park. It's like, the internet ruined my life. And he has to like look like a helpless fucking cattle right into the camera. How humiliating. And actually, Frank, do they have like an Asian guy playing Frank Wu? They do. What's weird is that the actress seems to be like in the giant space cat Brianna Wu Coom Goon dungeon. And it's like, why can't Brianna Wu do the reenactment? So they just have some random Asian guy playing Frank Wu in a very nice kitchen, which I assume might actually be theirs because Frank Wu makes a lot of money. If you don't know, Brianna Wu's husband is this weird artist. I've talked about him before. His most notable trait is that he never shuts his fucking mouth. Like in every single picture, he's doing the biggest soy jack face ever. But he's a professionally, he files patents for genetic material. Like he has a really good high-paying job as like a legal analyst or something, and all he does is he files like patents for seeds and stuff. Children, listen, fertile natal woman, I figured you all out, and I'm writing you intimidating messages. Your children will be nailed to the fucking cross. The many children that you have. Wait. Hold up. This is urgent. I need to show you guys something. We'll come back to this. There's a guy in the chat. Okay, there's a guy in the chat that I just saw. And if you give me a second. Okay. If you give me 1 second. Ooh, this is dangerous. I have to change all my shit again. Okay. Sorry to interrupt your great television. If I don't show you this now, I'll never show you this. Here you can see Mossberg 88, and he has that logo that, if you remember, was in this comic. It's the stage. It's the stage thing that he's sitting on. I don't know what the fuck that icon is, but I remember them saying that the RNC's stage was like a racist symbol or something. Sorry, I had to point this out because it just showed up on the screen. I'm like, wait a second, I talked about that just this stream, and if I don't take this opportunity, this one opportunity, who knows if I'll ever get it again? It will slip through my fingers. All right, back to the entertainment chat. Back to the entertainment. Sorry, I've completely fucked everything up. That's what I get for trying to do things on the fly, chat.
Hotel.
Fucking retards. Like, oh my god, someone said something really spooky on the internet again. Can we come over? Can we poo in your toilets and eat your food? Can we have your nice fancy bags of tea while we're over? I'm trying to think of what funny things they could be like stealing or using at somebody's house that they just keep making excuses to come visit. Hey, you got that pool, right? Can we come over? We're being threatened again on the internet. You guys have that really fancy espresso machine, right? Can we come over? We just got someone threatened to kill us again. Most brilliant Kafka-esque performance art ever put on camera. And I got to see it as one of like only a couple hundred people back then. Truly magical. What happened? I don't think anyone got arrested in connection with GamerGate. I know that the FBI did actually visit Jace's house because they were concerned about the video of him threatening to street race Brianna Wu to the grave. And he just said like, nah, I crashed my car. It was an accident. But I decided to do like a performance thing for my online fans. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, don't hurt anybody. And he's like, okay, I won't. And then he left. And they left, and that was it. Bravo! Bravissimo! Almost as good as Honey Boo Boo, but not quite. Alright, we don't need any more spooky vision. A little bit too spooky without any Brianna Wu to even it out. So that's our Gamergate. I was thinking I should probably do like for Gumroad this weekend. Because, by the way, in case you didn't know, at manattheinternet.gumroad.com, I've been doing a weekly thing, and I've been doing that for like 2 months now. I'll probably go through and play my favorite clips from Gamergate and just try to summarize what the fuck it is. Because Gamergate is something that is very interesting because it all happened online, and I feel like it did actually have a pretty profound impact on the people involved. But it's as a thing, it's like because it was completely and totally online, there's almost no artifacts of it, and it's almost indescribable because it's like feelings. It's just like two different groups of people had strong feelings, and their feelings got hurt. And it's like, how do you describe like a pissing contest where two people have hurt feelings? But the end result of it was a significant number of people who were completely apolitical, and just like, they had their third eye shut or whatever when it comes to politics, suddenly saw journalists lying about them and things they care about with like absolute blatant disregard for the truth. And all those people began to hate the media. And it was a really big deal for them because they're like, I didn't know that journalists would just lie about everything, and that there's no way that a normal person can actually combat the narratives that journalists put out, and that they have no interest in the truth. And I didn't know that you could go to Wikipedia and try to edit in factual things into Wikipedia, and they would just edit it out and ban you from editing, and then they would make it so that the journalists would be the only people that could have a say in things. They're like, I didn't know that, and that was really the outcome of Gamergate. It didn't have anything really to do with games. It was more about media and people realizing for the first time that the press lies and journos lie and Wikimedia sucks. I think Gamergate actually made it so that Wikipedia had to create like a policy where you have to have an account, and you can't be using a VPN, and you can't register with the VPN to edit the biography of any living person, because there was such a huge edit war on Anita Sarkeesian and Brianna Wu and Zoe Quinn that it was just completely unmanageable. So they just said, okay, well, you have to have a Docs bareback internet connection, and if you get banned, then you won't ever get to edit again. If you say anything we don't like, you're also banned. That was really the main thing about Gamergate. Also, it made 8chan, which is where my perspective comes from. Okay, cool. So I don't have any more tabs. I wonder if I have any Reddit content. I do actually. I have a little bit. It's a really low quality picture. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is from... Sorry, this is a really terrible low-quality image, but this is from Egg in Real Life, which is a subreddit in Egg where basically you talk about, like, you're cracking, like you're becoming trans. And this is a thread about a teenager wanting to come out. Synapchild says, parents won't let me, and I can't get DIY secretly. Might try to cut my testicles out myself with a kitchen knife and some hot metal. I listen in 7th grade biology. I won't die unless I accidentally do, I guess. Unusual Chess 976 comes out and says, if you're going to hurt somebody, why yourself? Why not the very people who are holding you back from getting what you need to live? Snagchild says, first, I'm just trying to help myself, not intentional harm. Second, I don't have nuclear missiles in the basement. I can't just destroy everyone I dislike. Unusual Chess 976 comes back and says, sure, I didn't suggest such a scale, but I imagine it'll take a lot less to deal with your parents. Synapchild comes back and says, I still don't think I can get away with murder very easily, and they aren't completely awful, just very stupid and not willing to listen to most things I tell them. Unusual Chess 976 then says, it's surprisingly easy to cover up a murder, and I'm not saying it's an ideal option, but your parents are not only actively hurting you, but driving you to do something that could potentially kill you. It's not a matter of whether or not they deserve to die. It's about at what point you need to defend yourself against their abuse. If there is any way at all you can educate them as to why their actions are harmful and get them to change their minds, you definitely should. But if push comes to shove and you have to decide between your life and theirs, please make the right decision. So here we have trannies on Reddit telling teenagers on Reddit trying to become trannies that actually, no, you should kill your parents. Very cool, Reddit. I hope Steve Hoffman's proud. Let's see. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything, chat? Let me put my full attention on the chat. Did I miss anything for today? I feel like I got a pretty good spread of everything. I think I got to everything I wanted to. Good timing and everything. Did Woo type this? Maybe. All right, let's do the super chats. And I picked out a classic song for the outro. Some real OG music. All right. Silver Schizo for 2 says, love the stream's first time donation. Hoarding silver for the last 2 years like a dragon. Would love to see a coin stream discussing the various junked silver. Please say hi to my friend Big Dad. Hello, Big Dad. Yeah, I would love to talk about my silver one day. That sounds like a fun idea. Thank you. Space Allen for 20 says, ham jam today, ham jam tomorrow, ham jam forever. Have a good weekend. Ham jam. Thank you, Space Allen. I appreciate it. You too, buddy. Red Eyes Black Dragon for 2 says, hey, George, happy Pizza Friday. Can I get a big shout out to Mobility Mary, wherever she may be? She's dead. After that stream, Overmom figured out who she was, and they found her obituary. So she's dead. But shout outs, big ups to Mobility Mary. Stevie Weeby for 5 says, uppercase L and G, late and gang. I'm sorry, I made a habit of being a couple minutes late, and I'm really trying not to. It's just that I have to prepare a bunch of stuff before streams, and then I get distracted. Schneidberg Stein Goldman for $50 says, happy pizza day, ham roll, and then pizza emoji. Pizza. I'm debating if I should. I need to at some point. I want to do it when I come back to the US, but as I've said many times. Okay, fine. I'll get a pizza. Good idea, buddy. Thank you. TV Deluxe for 2 says, have a good stream, Jews. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope it was a good stream. Docs Found for 5 says, what's the origin of Appalachian Jews gave me a curse? Also, Appalachian should pronounce with a latch and not a lash, as someone from there. Okay, fine. Appalachian. I will adjust my vocabulary. You guys have complained enough about that. I don't know why it would be called Appalachian, because it doesn't fucking spell like that at all in any way, shape, or form. But if you insist. Let's see. I think this is it. Okay, yeah, this is it. Give me a sec. This is OG. You're getting your money's worth for this. Assuming it does actually play. Which is always an F. I'll let it buffer and I'll come back to it. You know how my server is. Black Star Sneed for 5 says, please show this to everybody. Okay. It is someone throwing American cheese on a kitten, which is a bit fucking weird.
This video is for all my enemies out there. For all you people out there that have cursed my wife and I. And for all you people that wish evil upon us and have slandered us. This video is for you. Anyways, there's a lot of people out there trash talking my wife and mocking my faith in Yahweh. And especially you, Joshua Moon. I curse you and all your followers and all your people over there that have spoke against my wife and I. I curse all of you in the name of Yahweh. That you die, and that Yahweh takes your life, and that your insides rot with pestilence. May you die for coming against Yahuwah's righteous. And for the stalker, I curse you in the name of Yahuwah, that Yahuwah take your life for your evil plots. And for your adulterous thoughts, for conspiring to kill me, and conspiring against my wife. May Yahuwah curse you and destroy you and take your life. And I have complete confidence in Yahuwah that he will hear my call and give me justice, for he loves his righteous.
If you guys don't know who this guy is, you guys are new. You should watch the old episodes of the stream. I've been sued 6 times by a woman named Melinda Scott, and this is her husband. She has like 8 kids with like different men and shit. And she is the matriarch, self-identified matriarch of a Jewish sect. And she's from Western Virginia in the Appalachian Mountains. Which is why I met Hardin, because she continued to sue me in what's called the Big Stone Gap District of Virginia. And Hardin was recommended to me to handle these cases, which he did. And we eventually got her unable to sue Locale LLC or myself without an attorney filing for her. And in case you're wondering how this curse actually affected me, he would later commit suicide by shooting himself in the head with a shotgun. So I suppose we can say Yahweh Tav, meaning Yahweh is good, Mazel Tov, and leave it at that, chat. Humble Guardsman for 10 says, Josh, please deliver this line like you are Kiwi Moses beseeching the tranny pharaoh to free your people from California. Don't be meek. Your line is... let my people sneed. Do I have to like sing it like that? Thank you. Fantastic Mr. DeMac for 1 says, I learned something interesting while watching a work safety video today. Did you know that proper use of a ladder involves multiple steps? When I read that in my head as I was reading aloud, I thought, well, yeah, you want to take each step one at a time, not all at once. Thank you. Suspended BJ for 20 says, hey boss, I got your intro song right here. And there's a YouTube link. It's Justin RPG, Don't Stop Loving Restaurant, which I've already played on stream.
Come on. Living in the Pokemon.
What I forgot about Justin RPG, I did a whole stream on him, I think. I might have played this song. I forgot about the burger picture. He just has this random stock photo of like a double Burger King burger, McWhopper or whatever the fuck, in like the top right of his room. Kind of bizarre. He is autistic though. Maybe I should get one. Blurp Bloop for 1 says, me too, brother. Thank you. Judy Tester for 2 says, someone in chat called Wake Me Up When September Ends 2004 old school Green Day. It's so over, old fags. I mean, yeah, that's what I played. Wake Me Up When September Ends, because September's next month, bro. Euclid Sneed for 10 says, rip Anix, I'm going to miss my free chink site. Oh, there will always be more chink sites, brother, don't worry. Chocolate Seahorse for 10 says, jury gig last night was a great time. The brother held his can to the mic to open it like you do with Boomer Juice. Thanks for playing their music on stream, else I wouldn't have heard of them. You're welcome. I have played many small bands. Jury seems very nice. They're from Minnesota, and they're like brother sister. And it's like the first thing you read in their bio is like, Jury is a brother sister band from Minnesota, because they don't want people to think that they fuck. Because I don't know, there's some songs, because you know they sing some love songs, and it's like it's kind of weird because it's a brother and sister doing a duet song about romance. Well, it's not like a duet, like a proper duet. They both sing some of the lines together. And it's just kind of weird because they're related, so they have to be extra special clear. Like, no, we are brother and sister. Apartment Archive for 55 says, "Hey Josh, can't watch live, but I got paid today. As a way to celebrate, here are 55 big ones for you not to read Enoch for all of October as well." Oh, dude, I'm telling you, this is called capitalism. You let competing interest weigh each other out, and then you profit in the end. Thank you very much. Sir Cap for 2 says, "It is Greek tragedy level of Kino for Rekida's career to rise because Maddox got cucked, to Rekida career dying because he got cucked. Rekida's career died because he became like a fucking alcoholic waste of fucking space. But he did get he did get cucked, I guess." Tetrabags for 10 says, "Shiver me timbers, but it's a pirate's life for me." I guess that's what you want me to say. He's drunk, so I know he's always drunk, so I never know what he wants. Thank you. David S877 for 25 says, "Happy Labor Day weekend, where if you expect anything from the U.S. on Monday, you're set back at least another day." Dude, as I've said many times, as I've gotten older, I've started to appreciate the weekends less and less because I need shit fucking done. Thank you. My hamster is a turp for one says, "Halloween person stream request Kelly Ronahan. What could be more spooky than a locale with the psychological fortitude to Munchausen their legs off?" Ooh, that might be a bit much. Yeah, I do have to do a dead person stream in October. Maybe even 1 or 2. We'll see. I'll try my best. Blorp Bloop for one says, "Democracy equals pause tranny. Global Negro idolatry." I'm not entirely sure what that means, but thank you. Cole for 4 says, "Please read 9 and 10, last one before the break." Okay. "Behold, in that vision clouds and a mist..." God, this is so clumsy to read. "Behold, in that vision clouds and a mist invited me. Agitated stars and flashes of lightning impelled and pressed me forward, while winds in the vision assisted my flight, accelerating my progress. They elevated me aloft to heaven. I proceeded until I arrived at a wall built with stones of crystal, a vibrating flame surrounding it, which began to strike with terror." All right, there you go. Blort Bloop for one says, "Glenn Greenwald on his system update has covered the Brazilian judge DeMorris in detail. Also, there was no military coup, but yes, Brazil's USA feature." Good to know, Brazil, bro. Eugelus Sneed for 10 says, "Shekel for a good goy." Thank you, Rabbi. I appreciate it. The Lion King for once says, "I overslept. I was kept up by B-Jams." Foxes for 5 says, hashtag. Thank you, Foxes. Silver Schizo for one says, "Donated before the stream so you get another $1. Would like to see a silver stream segment on Foreign Junk Silver. Also, can you say hi to my friend Big Dad?" Thank you, Josh. Yes, I read that, though. I got that one. Don't you worry. As I said, I'll think about it. Tetrabax for $50 says, "When will Grok be able to help me find a cute goth girl from high school that showed up in a fever dream after I fell asleep outside last night? AI has been very disappointing." You can probably just look at your yearbook, bro. She's probably married by now. Don't get your hopes up. Thank you. Eugless Need for one says, "Naga, you gleekin." I ain't gleekin. You gleekin, Naga. Patrick S. Tomlinson for 2 says, "Mr. Nubly equals Smorky. Calling it now. We got him, boys." Yeah, I don't think so. Smorky was a better artist. Kurt Eichenwald, Anime Masturbator for 5 says, "Glorious Kiwi Emperor. You can't even post on a site, but you still get Elon 10 of your hard-earned shekels every month. I bought a year in advance, like a smart guy." Stevie Weeby for 5 says, "Jersh, you're doing the Eyes of Sauron to that poor retarded comic artist. It's well deserved." I expect more gems. I'm giving him that boss man bump. He'll have 10,000 subscribers, giving him $1 million a month by the end of the week. Ace of Speds for 10 says, "Mustard Gang for life, fucking base, and you gave $10, so it's yellow." That's good. That's Kino. Thank you. David S877 for 2 says, "Begun the Mustard Wars have." I'm right, you're wrong. That's how it is. John D90 for 20 says, "Hey, you didn't play my clip last time. Anyway, here's more money to buy a 55-gallon drum of holiday sauce." And then there's a Catbox file. And I heard that Catbox is down today, so that's really risky considering it didn't work last time. But let's see.
This area is a little rough, I know. There's some bad people lurking the streets. Around every corner, there might be a knife.
I see that your choice to use the exact same hosting site has paid off. Even the Kiwi Farms does not fail. Yeah, bro. I might have
Average
to come
police
back.
response time, do you know what that is? This area is a little rough. Who knows what's prowling around here? Some people think, should I carry a gun? You won't be able to reach it in time. There's no need for the gun. But if you're ever in an altercation in the Seacon...
Well, I know that this isn't Jace then, because Jace would always keep his deagle strapped on them. Like, yeah, he's always going to have a gun. So this is out of character.
Massachusetts area. You say a single word. What is that word?
Squad.
Squad! Like 5 dudes will roll up and help you, man. They will just kick anyone's ass. Just military precision. Let me tell you another story. You'll like this one. So I was out dining.
I like the music reminds me of Pilot Red Sun, who does those weird art videos on YouTube.
With my bitch the other day, and this crazy thing happened. So I was there, and I was at the waitress was looking at a person behind us in line, and she said, "I'm sorry, we don't serve colored people at this Olive Garden." I just got so fucking pissed, man, thinking of how uncool that is. I just see red and everything. It's like I'm hearing Kill Switch Engage, and I just roundhouse kick that bitch right through the window, right into the parking lot. Okay. Cops show up, I explain to them what happened. They don't end up charging me with anything. Instead, they give me a Purple Heart. They give me a medal for my heroism in the war on racism. Okay, I swear to you this really happened. I'm sitting there, I'm saluting the cops. They're like, you did good work here. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I could have sworn to you $1 million that I saw the ghost of Dr. Martin Luther King smiling and nodding at me. And I just knew that I'd done a good thing that day.
Yeah, my last trip to Olive Garden was kind of similar. Thank you. Yugala Sneed for 10 says, fucking Twitter link. Check it out. It's going to be one of those days, I think.
No.
Okay, I want to see this guy get shot.
Mind the time niggas be shooting niggas left and right. I want to see how it feels.
Shoot him! No, that's not going to work. Don't do that.
Gang shit. I'm okay.
Did it work?
I want to try something.
I mean, it's only a pistol round. I suppose it should work. But you don't want to do it that close to the body armor. Sneak Cricket for 16 says, fuck Bush, but he did have a good dodge reaction time here. Yes, and this is a picture of George Bush getting a shoe thrown at him by an Afghani journalist, which he dodges very reflexively. Check it out. I think you've already seen this thing,
والمدنيين فإننا نقترب كثيرا من هذه النهاية.
شكرا زيرو.
He got 7 years in jail for this, by the way. In Iraqi jail. The Bugs, for one, says, Linus fired the tranny, unlike Mr. Beast. That's true. I was going to say that, and I forgot to. Linus saw what happened to Mr. Beast and just fucking fired the tranny. He knows. Yugalis Sneed, for one, says, my new account will be trans resistor. Blue, for one, says, you can't date Smoke Detector Battery because he's dead. Oh, don't say that about Smoke Detector Battery. We don't talk about him. Patrick S. Tomlinson for 2 says, Snacky still hasn't fucking apologized to _Deshatar. And I'm assuming that's about the guy. I mean, she's going to pretend that she got it right and that the other guy got it wrong and that the FBI is foolish. Bro. Sonali98 for 10 says, fuck that Dustborn and Date Everything games. Here's a real man's game. YouTube link. Okay. This is that mopping game. You know, Jim Sterling really likes this game too. He plays a lot of this sweep it up game, and the backdrop has video game footage for his reviews and shit. It's pretty cute though. People have asked me to play this game because it's like a Janny. Klepto the Crab for one says the title "Date Everything" is false advertising. You can't date your racism or homophobia. It's always there for you. You don't have to date it. Claudia Schneed for 110 says, since you brought up mustard, what's your thoughts on this? And there's a short video.
Fresh panko-coated pizza dough gets topped with a layer of mustard.
That's fucking gross. Why the fuck would you send this to me, bro? That's terrible. Rocky Lake for 20 says, I think I found a musical that with legal mindset in it. Watch it from 1814. So this is just gonna be a guy that looks like Legal Mindset. I'm gonna have to. Okay, let's see it.
The king. And you are? Oh, of course. How embarrassing. Peter Baelish, at your service. I say with a wink. I know your wife. You know Cat. It's just astonishing. I mean, how quickly you catch on.
Where was this recorded at?
No time at all. In the meantime, you can see. I'm gonna.
'Cause he's from Florida, so you can very easily. If this isn't in Florida, it's a parody from Westeros. Where the fuck is this filmed at? Queens? I don't know. Probably not actually him, though. Does look kind of similar, but he's a very generic looking guy, is the thing. Thank you. Blurp Bloop for one says, stay vinegary, stay mean. That's true, with Mace. I intend to. Sneedo for 10 says, since Capbox is slow as fuck, and there is a link to a Mouth Internet post, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be something I've already played. Oh, this. Okay.
We're a Costco family. Of course, every Discord troon wants to groom your child into taking troon shine.
I think this is in reference to this, which I'll just play since I'm here.
We're a Costco family.
Of course, now it's going to have fucking issues.
We're a Costco family. Of course we deny the Holocaust.
We're a Costco family. Of course we only accept the contemporary numbers recorded by the Red Cross.
We're a Costco family. Of course we understand that total Jewish control over our financial, political, and social institutions is the root cause for the collapse of the West.
We're a Costco family. Of course we keep up to date with racial crime statistics.
We're a Costco family. Of course we understand that the Jewish-controlled Federal Reserve makes our fiat currency worthless and by printing money imposes a tax on the working class via the hidden tax of inflation.
We're a Costco family. Of course we understand the Jews have waged a holy war against the white Christian West, and only our perseverance and faith in Christ will be useful in overcoming their malice and disdain.
We're a Costco family. Of course we can see that the German repatriation of Danzig should not be grounds to declare a world war.
We're a Costco family. Of course we understand the depths of Zionist control over our country and just how thin the veil of democracy covers the ugly boil-ridden skin of international Jewishness.
Shabbat shalom, nigger, but for now...
We're giving Tel Aviv a good old thermonuclear...
You know what's funny is that the family's actually Jewish. I don't think they would actually say that, Chad. That sounds ridiculous. By the way, Elon Musk allows that on X, but not me. Ramburger for 2 says, I've lived in Kiwi Farms my whole life and never had a hot brown from here until today. Bourbon, lemonade, and honey. The service was outstanding. Definitely recommend for locals and tourists alike. Thank you, Ramburger. That's very kind of you. Good Luck 7 for 2 says, Happy Labor Day. I'm celebrating mine by working on my condo and playing my PS5 I haven't unboxed yet. Can't wait to yell racist shit at strangers online. You may be disappointed. I think they ban you out for that automatically these days. Stino for 1 says, did Slot Power hack for Affinity to redirect to the farms? That's an interesting theory. I don't think so, though. Cogliadante for 15 says, Lucas Gage will never call a ceasefire in the pizza war. It's his only remaining source of food. The rabbi, he can't bite the rabbi that feeds him. They took his wife, but instead he gets free pizza. Thank you. Eagleist Sneed for 1 says, the Jews made my wife leave me. I only hit her once, so it couldn't have been my doing. Did he hit his wife? I can believe it. That's so funny that his official story is that he got cucked by a rabbi, though, with a yarmulke and little Jewish kosher socks and everything. Stedo for 1 says, Boss Goldman fucked your wife. Oy vey, damn. Boss Golden fucked your wife. Oy vey, damn that pussy nice. Ace of Spades for 10 says, I spent this money and all I saw was a yarmulke and socks. Well, you got a better deal than what Lucas Gage got. Shushkeys 2 for 10 says, Jersh, it's my big payday. Have a pizza on me, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for keeping me in your thoughts on payday. Good Luck 7 for 2 says, why haven't you gotten yourself a Serbian girlfriend yet? You should visit Novi Sad sometime before you return to the States. I mean, they're very tall. What if I feel very insecure standing next to 7 foot tall? You know, Serbians are like the tallest people in the world besides like the Dutch. Do you want like a 7 foot tall giant SGF? Do you? Schneidberg Stein Goldman for 10 says, I don't know if you noticed, but in Nick's second house that's for sale, there's a lot of pineapple decorations. Pineapple is a dog whistle for swinging. Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know. He has like a lot of that shit. Like apparently the blue ring is also like a dog whistle. Stupid Fuck for 5 says, I posted in the Facebook group about needing a VPN. Molvad looks like it's above my intellect to use, so between PIA and the paid version of Proton, which would you be? Dude, Molvad is as simple to use as either of them. Just use either. By the way, I'm thinking, should I get like a VPN sponsorship? Do you think that'd be a good idea, chat? Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I get a sponsorship? VPN industry is probably one of the only adjacent industries to the Kiwi farms that's like actually worth shilling. Thank you. Stupid Fuck for 1 says, PIA is British and Proton is Swiss, so I think I know which way I'm leaning. Is PIA is owned by, I wouldn't actually suggest PIA to people anymore. I still have them because I have like a super long, like 5-year subscription with them because I was a sponsor for a long time, but they got bought by CyberGhost, which has a really bad reputation. Get the bag. Okay, I'll get the bag. Thank you, chat, for your permission. I'll make sure it's a good one too. I won't shill something I wouldn't use. Nora Vanguard for 1 says, I forgot what your to watch video prices, but this video is about making fun of troons. It's $10. You get one time. I really shouldn't because you got a fucking anime avatar, but I'm not a manlet. I'm 5'10", but they're really tall. You don't understand.
My wife Linda and I have been married for 12 years. Right after our first child was born, she told us that she'd always been a woman, a trans woman. The fuck did you do with my dick? I supported her transition fully. We went into massive amounts of debt for her breast augmentation, hormones, new wardrobe. Finally, Linda had her gender-affirming bottom surgery. The fuck did they do with my dick? And then a few years ago, my wife Linda was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. What the fuck are these? What the fuck are these, Sandra? It's made her forget who she really is. I'm a fucking man, Sandra! It's like this every morning. I'm a fucking man! Linda,
dude,
sweetheart, you're a...
She has like that spicy Latinx anger voice that's like super, super high test. This is what all those Latinx bros are gonna get.
woman. Her name isn't Linda, it's fucking Liam. She's been dead naming herself a lot lately. I'm a man. You know, everyone always says protect trans kids. But what about protect trans people in their old age too? I did have a dick, at least 5.5 inches long. This is just really hard. I know you did this to me, Sandra.
Fuck you, Sandra. It's all your fault. It's pretty good. Fox says, for 5 says, was your dog the dog with the butter on it? The butter dog? No. Oh my god. Should I tell the story? Okay, remember, this was like 10 years ago. And I don't know what happened to this dog. I think that she moved at some point, but my mom was dating this guy, and he had this dog, and it was a Rottweiler. I think it was like a Rottie mix or something. He was really big. He was a big dog, and he had those brown, rusty eyebrows. He's also like a pussy dog. He was like afraid if it rained at all, he would literally hide in a dark room and cower because thunder scared him so bad. But when my mom and this guy broke up when I was like in my 20s, they started dating when I was in the Philippines and Australia and shit. The dog chose to stay with her over the guy. So it was literally like a country song. She took my dog. I ain't seen my dog in 2 months. Like that kind of shit. It was a really big dog though. I had a dog I had a nickname for him because I forget what his name was. But my nickname for it was similar to the name for Lovecraft's cat, just with the word dog after it. Foxes, I read that. Based Orangutan for 2 says, saving this for my drive to the European Rally Championship around tomorrow. Here's your supper, pal. Thank you. Black Star Sneed for 1 says, good news about Jan. There'll be more of him soon. He's working on Fish Tank Season 3, starts October 4th, and will be streaming soon, having set up a 7-day to die multiplayer server. Thank you, Black Star Sneed, for paying for advertising space on behalf of MDE. Good to hear, though. Glad my boy got work. Seek a Loather for 60 says, how did you celebrate the 10th anniversary of Gamergate? I did by listening to the last 60s called something Wall the Eye. Please play in full. Okay. This is just like Chinese shit, bro. Okay, it's only a minute. I will tolerate this. Oh, that's what that means. I was trying to read it. I wasn't sure. I was pretty sure that was ni, which means you. And I guess that's pronounced ga. So it just says niga, niga, niga. The Chinese niga just means that. That's all he's saying. Thank you. Genocide CO for 3 says, happy pizza day. There used to be a Danger Hair Air icon in one of the Blizzard games that supposedly was a picture of Wu, but it appears to have been memory hold now. Did not know that. That's interesting. You can find that. It must be somewhere. You have to go look at the archives of 8chan on the 87 different Gamergate boards that existed. Seekalo for 10 says, you might have guessed how Niga, elder brother, is pronounced. P.S. By the way, it must be a special kind of stupid to play your stream in public on a loudspeaker. I mean, it's Chinese music, bro. It's not like they're saying anything racist. Oh, he's sent it again. I thought that elder brother had like a specific... In Chinese, all the familial terms, like relative familiar terms, are like the same word twice. Like Gigi is older sister. You got mama. You got dada. But Gigi is older sister. So I think older brother's like Bibi or something. Or Gigi. Older brother in Chinese. I'm right. It is Gigi.
哥哥
Or Guga, whatever. As Nika. But that should just mean your older brother or something. Your brother.
Your brother.
That's right, motherfucker. Don't try me. Clay Dante for 5 says, you don't actually need new federal laws to prosecute death threats. Curious that none of those death threats posted on a site that logs IPs and complies with law enforcement led to prosecution. It is curious. I'm sure they use the VPN or some shit regardless, whatever. The Mac user 751, it's just that the government doesn't give a fuck. Like, who gives a fuck? The Mac user 751 for 10 says, YouTube, timestamp, and 10. Okay. Aniza Pooner arc. Probably not. Probably just a joke, but let's see. I'm being paid to watch Kino Casino.
Yeah. It is now saying that Anissa is non-binary. She is a they/them pronouns because she wore masculine Halloween costumes. And I'm like, that's not how this works.
They, them.
I saw this clip. She said that she dressed up as Marvin the Martian, and therefore, she's like looking back in her history and saying, oh my god, I had non-binary coded Halloween costumes, so I might be non-binary. That's like her thing. I don't know. She might poon out. She got nothing else to do. She needs some attention. Stino, for one, says the segment before Brianna Wu was more irritating. IRC, the guy posted something crab-related that pissed off animal rights people, so some animal right person threatened his daughter. Yeah, like a lot of the show, I did watch that. A lot of the show was just like people being fucking retards, but Brianna Wu was Gamergate. That's why I played that. Crispy Legs for 5 says, Happy Friday, party emoji. Thank you. Have a happy weekend, my dude. Hamburger for 2 says, Seth MacFarlane is merely a trust fund banned. His existence, net worth, power, and popularity is from his trust fund from his father, a senior executive at Baskin Roberts. A hard pill to swallow. Pretty sure he's made his own money at this point, my dude. Third World Aristocrat for 1 says, question mark, a cutting inquiry. Vordier for 2 says, Apple Awa. Oh, Apple Awa. I got you. Nice one. Casting Couch Crab for 5 says $5. Thank you very much, Casting Couch Crab. Appreciate it. Tetrabex for $200 says, have a happy pizza day. It's raining pretty hard, so there may be a big storm around. Anyway, have fun. Yeah, generally when it's raining pretty hard, there's a big storm. My dude, hopefully not as big as the storm that almost washed away poor Wingo as he tried to go grocery shopping for Keemstar's amusement. Thank you very much. Anime Sex, Cope, and Sneed for 2 says, I was doing a little bit of research the other day, and I think honestly there are not a lot of AI artists that make slightly larger than average female fat furries farting. It's lonely over here, chat. And Anime Sex, Cope, and Sneed for 2 says, do you think she thinks about me every now and then? No. I don't know who you're talking about, but probably not. Hamburger for 10 says, how to talk like a Minnesotan in less than 3. Okay. This is like white trash.
Street telling people about it at the top of your voice. Minnesotans prefer to express their positive feelings through the use of negatives because it naturally levels things out. This will be one of your hardest lessons. Say you just got married or bought a late model pickup under book price with low mileage and hardly any rust. A Minnesotan would say,
I wouldn't want you to think I'm not happy.
that's a strong statement here. If somebody asks you, how's it going? And you're feeling average or okay, which is about all a guy can expect, really, you say, not too bad. But if you're feeling better than average and the ill winds haven't started to blow your way yet, you say, can't complain, which means you could complain, but you won't because you feel good now. But of course, you have no illusions that it's permanent. But if you say, it could be worse, you mean it exactly because things can always be worse. They can always be worse more often than they can always be better.
This guy is like on some next level negative Nancy shit. I didn't notice Minnesota was such a negative Nancy haven. Okay. That's pretty good. We're here for 5 says, it's forced to use British software library. I'm forced to use British software library at work, and it's the epitome of neighborlicious design. They almost never use const, which fucks up my design, and I hate them for it. I have extra text left. I suppose he didn't want to waste any of his money. Yeah, I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but I'm sure it's absolutely atrocious. The British do suck. I agree. Octavia sales rep for 50 says, my cat OB has been pressed right up against the speaker for most of the stream. I guess he likes your voice. Thanks for the streams this week. I've been told I have a nice voice, but people lie to me. Hello, kitty cat. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for listening, and thank you. Coco, for 1 says, it's weird how people think it is a professional offense to give you money. The whole point was to do something productive to get you money. We'll find something else to donate for during 2-month break. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You just have to be careful. You don't want to, like, find your... Things that you do when you cash in cannot erode either your trust or your base, right? You don't want to, like... When you say cash in, it means, like, you exchange what you have for money. Monetizing is a little bit different because it's like you're building up something and reinvesting into it. So you have to, like, straddle that line. Zen Suppa for 5 says, this stream brought to you by Raid, Shadow Legends, and NordVPN. Not quite. I did try to get sponsored by Nord at one point, and they refused. Good luck 7 for 2 says, my GF is Serbian, and she's 5'2", a foot taller, and always rip on her for being a midget. I think her mom's secretly French. Well, that's possible, because there's a very weird love affair between the French and the and the Serbians. There's even a big garden in Serbia. And it's just called like the French Garden or something. And there's like a whole monument to the French and their allyship in the First World War. I'm pretty sure is what it's a monument for. Haramburger for 2 says, this super chat is sponsored by NordVPN. Keep your internet traffic private while also getting the latest anime and Korean dramas on Netflix and other countries. Use promo code Haram for 20% off. Don't do that. You will not get 20% off. Laserdisc Spinman for 3 says, did you hear about Tim Wynn's stuff and what's happened with Cecil McFly getting her documentary taken down? Yes, I tweeted about it. Or rather, the Kiwi Farms did. Apparently it was taken down for child abuse, and I don't know how that's fucking possible, because it's a video about a pedophile, and I'm pretty sure she didn't do that, so... yeah, it's just YouTube being shit. And on that note, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a wonderful 3-day Labor Day weekend, and as promised, I do actually have a hashtag throwback, hashtag OG song dedicated to the guy who doesn't know who I am, because... for whatever reason. Oh, I fucked up my thing. Sorry. There we go. This works. Okay. See you guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Somebody once told me that I could make some money by bullying some people online. So I grew a gnome goatee and put on a stupid beanie and started making up some dank lies. So, I'm making death threats and I'm calling people nigger. Counting that cash on my channel's growing bigger. Never you mind that I was already banned from my racist, homophobic, hate speech rants. Found a loophole, now it's my go-to boys in the online punch bowl. You never know who are my docs, so y'all can suck on my cocks. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, get your hat on, MLG. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, get your sociopathy, and all we care about is news. Personal attacks and harassment is totally new.
Like, I literally want to kill this dude. It's not a threat, it's a promise. I want to fucking kill this dude.
Oh, fucking righteous fucking nigger, Alex is doing this shit.
Can't wait to report your death. Like, seriously, what's wrong with you, asshole?
Everybody type in the chat, Alex is a stupid nigger.
I only do this show for money. That's it, alright? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a fucking scam. I really hope you die of cancer. I hate every single one of you. Fuck the fans.
Hey now, you're a Keemstar, do a trick shot, MLG. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, eat your popcorn, go tea, and all I report is the news, if you can call this news. Somebody once asked, could you spare me from harassment? Your content is a fucking disgrace. I said yep, and to save my rep, I'm gonna bully you until you're dead. I'll punch you harder than my girlfriend's face. Well, the hate keeps coming for the show where I'm running. Even if I get banned, I'll just keep on coming. Doesn't make sense to give up this shtick. I make mad money from being a dick. For revenue stream, it is my dream to take online gossip to the extreme. I'm a sociopath, don't you know? I'll do anything for a little dough. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, get your Keem on, Keemstar. Hey now, you're a Keemstar, you're an asshole, Keemstar. Keemstar is a no.